Yo, stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. Yeah, time to stand up, take control tonight. Spent too much time on the plan, it's right. It's time to execute now on your dream in life. Gotta fail fast, learn, try again and fight, alright. Pull the trigger, 6, 7 figures. Making that money from the drive that's in ya. Gold digger, making money quicker. Pain is good, make your skin a little thicker. It ain't luck, anyone that's at the top, no it ain't luck. It's a grind, it's a time since the day one. It's your mind deep inside, how you stay tough, how you get back up. You put the work in and it comes back. Multiply, stack, execute and you can take that. What you want bad, it's the truth, I'm the change that you can make fact. Yeah, I've done it, it ain't luck, I can teach you. Stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright.
I used to feel like a rock, invincible. Inside my head, everything's impossible. Give me hope, give me strength, give me something. Anything that I could believe in. I recall the day I woke up, ready morning, the doctor on the phone. One more pill, one more night, hardly breathing. There's a stranger in my sky. Look at me now, running in the dark. I'm just looking for a sign. Running in the dark. Why is this happening to me? Those words still ringing in my head. They shut me down. I spent weeks laying in my bed. Give me hope, give me strength, give me something. Anything that I could believe in. With this pain, so young and it feels empty. Look at me now. I'm just
I can't stop laughing at my own jokes sometimes. I really can't.
Me neither. Wait a minute, what?
Like the goofy laughs when it comes to the guys like dying.
It's a laugh riot.
It's a laugh riot. I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself and can't have fun, I mean, what good are you, honestly?
Believe me, I laugh at myself and get laughed at all the time.
And we have two stories that are going to that fit that category right there. You
Laughing
have
at
some
Julio?
people that are funny, and then you have
Mhm.
some people that are complete fucking idiots.
Okay. All right.
So the first one we're going to talk about, okay, so and we've talked about Kill Tony Hitchcliffe, a decent amount of time in this podcast.
I almost pulled
on
this one.
show.
Mhm.
So there was a roast that happened last weekend, and everybody understood going in that it's a roast, and usually
Mhm.
when it's a roast, like the gloves are off.
Right.
Whatever material that you want to throw at somebody, you can.
Anything goes. Family, race, anything.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
And you have people that are always kind of trying to put their stupid little fucking nose in the shit that
Mhm.
they don't know anything. They don't know that there is sort of an unwritten code or unwritten rule with comedians that if you're going to go there, you got to go there all the way. Otherwise, don't fucking do it.
Yeah. It's like
And-
being in jail. If somebody punches you, you better fight. You can't.
Exactly. You better
Just try
defend
to
yourself.
hide.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's over.
Right.
So the comedians get this. Why
Mhm.
don't fucking idiots get this?
I don't know.
Especially people on the fucking retards on the internet who don't understand that this is comedy.
Mhm.
It's an understanding that you can go wherever that you want to go with the jokes. But if it don't land, then the joke didn't land, and you're going to hear about it.
I think the people that complain about those things are just repeating, they're parroting what they've been told to be offended by. They're not really offended. They're just saying that they're offended because they've been told that they should be.
I just don't understand why people have to stick their nose and have their opinion about stuff that they don't know.
That's right. Just don't watch it if you don't like it. Turn
Exactly. But no,
It's like
they have to
cyberbullying.
speak their opinion about something they have no idea. They've never written anything. They've never written a joke. They've never done anything. But
Mhm.
yet I'm supposed to say that person's opinion is valid, even though they haven't done anything.
Nope.
It
I agree.
blows my mind about this.
I
So I've got a bunch of clips about that. And then there's a certain New York football giant quarterback that went and saw 47 the other day, and the internet fucking liberals can't fucking stand it. So we're going to talk about that because they won't fucking let it go.
see that too. I was happy to see him visit the old president.
I have a couple of retards that are giving their opinion, but I also have a couple of people that probably see the world a little like we do. So I've got kind of both sides. So
Yeah, it makes
so we're
me-
gonna start with the
Yeah, it makes me want to root for the Giants, but I can't because I'm a Redskins fan and they're in my division.
I mean, that's pretty much. Okay, let me share the old screen here, and we can get the party started. Okay, so shout out to Asmongold because he did a reaction video, and I was trying to find like a condensed version because there was like full versions, and I'm like, I don't want to watch the entire thing and copyright strike. So shout out to Asmongold. This is his clip reacting to it. So this is the highlights, and this is the comments that people are losing their mind and being retarded about.
Okay. Share your screen.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Just here to help.
First the Kevin Hart roast. Oh, dude, I saw a little bit about this.
You know, Kevin, they told me not to mention your kids on this roast, but I must say, you did good. They've gotten so big, they now buckle Kevin up in the car seat. It's true, he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. Done. Good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
That right there is the joke that people are offended about. That ain't shit.
George Floyd, he was a criminal, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Okay, that's what I
These
remember.
people martyred George Floyd and think he's the greatest human being on the face of the planet. And he was literally a meth addict who had an 8-ball in his hand before he died.
Yeah, I saw there were they had parades for him, I guess, on Memorial Day in Minneapolis. Tim Waltz. And I was like, ugh.
And
whatever.
There was also memorials, and there was big things on the side of buildings, and one of them got hit by lightning. Does that tell you something?
Well, that tells me that God woke up for a second
Exactly.
and went, hold up, wait a minute.
Hold up, wait a
something
minute.
ain't right.
You're not murdering this guy. This guy's a crackhead. So that right there, that's the joke that people are losing their mind over. That's nothing.
It's, well, here, let me, I took this week off, Derek, and I was hoping I would go fishing, but the weather's been shitty, so I've been stuck in the house. And I've been listening to a lot of 90s radio. I was a big Opie and Anthony fan.
Okay.
It's amazing to hear what you were able to say in the 90s on the radio.
Yeah.
People, like, do you know who Jay Moore is?
Yeah.
Comedian, white guy. He rolled into the show and was dropping N-bombs nonstop. It was, and there was a black guy in the studio. Nobody cared because they were all
Of course they did.
comedians. It's crazy to me. And now
It's all these people that were brainwashed by their fucking parents on how bad white people are or how they should be offended at everything.
well, it's single mothers.
It's bad parenting every single time. Like it's shitty parenting every single fucking time.
Yeah, I
How
gotta
do
give a
you have
shot.
that so disturbed fucking like moral belief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am a big fan of Tony Hinchcliffe and Shane Gillis and that whole Kill Tony crew because they're kind of bringing it back, like bringing back the old 90s style anything goes
Yeah.
comedy, which
I want to
younger
go to
people-
Dallas. I want to go to Austin and go see it. That'd be
Hell
great.
yeah, that would be so much fun. Yep.
Do like a weekend and go see like where JFK was assassinated. Go to the book the suppository and go see Kill Tony. That'd be awesome. Just kind of.
I've been to Austin. A lot of weird people there, but it's a lot of fun. Lots of
I heard
stuff
it's
to
like
do
a
there.
mini LA.
Yeah, it's like with more hippies, basically.
Oh, is it like
Mhm.
old school LA?
Yeah, I'm talking like tie-dye t-shirts, lots of weed culture, all that kind of stuff. But it's
Oh,
fun.
weird.
Austin's nice. The people are nice.
So we're gonna get the opinion of the person, and it's not gonna play. Give me a second. We're gonna get the opinion of the person that the roast was about and see what he thinks about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture.
Have an opinion that don't know anything.
Okay. I'm gonna be so we're not just yes-anding nonstop. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for just a second.
Oh no, I've got some other people that aren't going to see the world the way we look at it. I'm just looking at what the comment was, the
Okay.
person that was being roasted, and then I've got other comments and stuff.
Here's my comment real quick. If I'm getting roasted, let's say they're roasting Julio Scissors, the color of my skin is not a subject for a joke. Like there's no joke you could tell, well, a couple, but for the most part, you wouldn't center your routine around what my skin color is. Whereas with Kevin Hart, you got George Floyd jokes, you got black people can't control themselves in airplanes. So I'm not agreeing with the opposition, but I kind of can see a thread of logic there somewhere. Like those jokes were strictly because Kevin Hart was black.
Yeah, but again, it's a roast. And
No. I don't have a problem with
no
the
holds
jokes.
barred, baby.
I agree. I'm just saying there's a whole topic that you can joke about when the person isn't white.
They can make
Is my
no,
point.
that's not true at all.
What are they going to tell me? You
They
can't
can
jump?
They
Okay.
can make fun of me being the whitest person ever. They can make fun of you with your red face. I mean, they'll go there. They're comedians.
All right. Okay.
No, you're gonna tell me that if we're at the roast and we're like part of the fun or whatever, they're not gonna roast up. They're not gonna roast me about being the whitest guy ever and fat, and they're not gonna roast you for red face and
They would
smoking
probably
and stuff.
roast.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just said I'm playing devil's advocate. I didn't want to get in debate with you. I was just trying to think how the other side thinks and express
they
it.
don't think. That's the thing. Like they
Okay.
don't create, but yet they have an opinion about creating something that they don't do.
Mhm.
That's the problem I have. It's not
Okay.
the fact that somebody might be offended or something. It's the fact that you have people that are constantly have an opinion about something that they can't do.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like if somebody's getting given birth and I'm gonna run into the birthing room and give like a speech about like you got to do it like keep pushing. Like I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Why would I be there? Why
That's a
would I
good
say
point.
something about something I don't know?
Mhm.
It's the
True.
same thing.
But yet here we are talking about it when
Yeah,
we've
because
never
it's on
been in a
camera.
roast.
That's why we're talking about it. It's
Oh, I
on
got you.
camera.
All right.
I mean, if I had a catcher's mitt with the catching the baby coming out, I mean, if it was on camera, we'd be fucking talking about it.
You're giving the doctor signs.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a curveball.
Go,
I'm ready.
Go. You know what I mean? Like, I know my lane. There's
Mhm.
people that don't know their lane and want to cry and whine about everything.
I agree with you there. Yep.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't want to put words in your mouth,
Yes,
but-
I mean
See, okay, so I'm not going to call him the god because he's not. He obviously doesn't watch Tony Cliff's Kill Tony show. He obviously doesn't do it because Kill Tony is that type of comedian. Like he'll go in and call people gay, he'll call people fat, but he also has 200 names and draws anybody that is a comedian to give him an opportunity. And he's created careers. Has fucking this dude created a career? No, he hasn't.
No, I love Kill Tony. You said the God. I'm assuming this is Charlemagne the God show,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I'm not calling him the god.
I remember my reaction. He was talking about politics as if he were an expert. And I was like, why is anybody listening to Charlemagne the God on politics? Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
that's why you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate this.
Pete talked about Charlie Kirk and nobody said shit about that. The double
Yeah.
standard.
And plus, some people would argue that while George Floyd's death was, I guess, violent, The tragic part, I'm not so sure everybody would agree with.
If he wasn't on speed and trying to write checks and cash them, he lives. Plain and simple. His actions caused him to die.
Can't argue there. It's true.
Regardless if he's white, black, Asian, candy stripe, I don't care.
Mhm.
His actions caused him to die. And people can say you suck and you're racist and all this other stuff. The fact of the matter is your actions have responsibilities and crap that's attached to it.
He was
That's
in the
all.
situation he was in because he was a bad person.
That's correct.
Yeah.
If he was at home spending time with his family and his kids, he lives. Plain and simple.
Like, would I tell those jokes? No. But do I get why they're being told?
Okay, so if I'm having a party, Julio, and I say, okay, I want to hire Julio's band, the
Mhm.
Prominent Citizens. You can check them out on YouTube.
Awesome.
I'm gonna hire Julio's band.
Mhm.
And then off camera, I'm like, Julio, I don't want you to sing any of your songs. I want you to do Christian rock songs. I would be offended that you want to change me because of the perception of being on camera. Like, I understand what he's saying. I hired him and wanted
Yeah.
him part of that
Yeah.
because I know the type of jokes that he's going to say.
That makes sense. Yeah, you don't hire Aerosmith and tell them to play country
Christian
music.
rock or something.
Right, you get Aerosmith. You know
I
what you're
want your
hiring.
Aerosmith.
Now you could say up front, hey, Julio, I want to hire your band. I know you guys can play your instruments, but I kind of want you to play these types of songs. I'd talk about it with you. Be like, okay, that might be fun. But yeah, not at the last minute or
Yeah.
expect anything other than us if you
Exactly.
didn't ask for it. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Get it, right?
If the joke lands or doesn't land, that's a different subject. I mean,
Yeah.
if the joke didn't land, then don't say the joke anymore because it didn't fucking do anything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
In this case, like, do more.
I mean, I can't argue with anything he just said. That all made sense.
That's the guy that's his production, his roast.
He was right about everything. He just said it was perfect. I am curious
so then-
sometimes when they talk about, quote, the culture, what, quote, the culture is. I wish somebody
Yeah, I
would
don't know
write
what
that up.
Fucking the culture is. I have no idea what that bullshit is. Okay, so now we're gonna get on Kill Tony Hitchcliff's side.
Kevin Hart.
You know, we get all angles, baby. If we're covering a story, we're getting all
That's right.
angles.
Mm-hmm.
Hart was something else, huh? It's the first time I've been called a Nazi multiple times. A few hours. I guess that's what LA writers' rooms, all these a lot of mentally ill liberals out there that somehow with all these fucking blacks and Jews and Mexicans, I'm a fucking Nazi somehow. I guess the guy that pulls names out of a bucket, giving everybody an opportunity, is a Nazi. Isn't that something? I was called that by a bunch of people that have never written anything in their lives, that literally have just been reading cue cards and teleprompters every project they've ever done, with the inability to improvise whatsoever, no opportunity to have their own thought. They just read what the writers wrote for them without any originality whatsoever. And the writers I used to work with, there's a few great writers in that writers' room, and the rest of them are just living in a bubble of mental illness, and it's very exciting. But I mean, the most of it, you know what I mean? I got called a Nazi, gay, a racist over and over again. I'm none of those three things. A little fun fact.
But he's not gay?
Not
I always-
homosexual.
I always thought he
Breaking
was.
news.
Okay.
They are they are fat, ugly, black, and Jewish. Everything I said was real about them. Just a reminder. Because I woke up today, and even though every human that I've seen told me that it was unbelievable, there's news articles, because the news isn't real, nothing is real, that say that I got lit up by Chelsea Handler, which is very, very funny, because that's not what happened at all. You can't believe anything you see or read on the news anymore.
She's fucking terrible. I mean, it's all about her vagina, and that's about it. That's her jokes.
That is true. That is true.
You have to actually watch the thing for yourself.
And didn't she get peed on?
Yeah, I was just looking that up to verify, but yes.
Okay.
She was at a boat party with several black guys, and people peed on her.
Jason
she was
Biggs
in the
is one of
ocean.
them. He just recently got divorced, so maybe he'll get back to Chelsea Handler. I don't know.
Hey,
She was a
whatever.
bit of a cunt, I'll tell you that. She just kept coming at me over. She said I took the Saudi Arabia money. She was like wrong about things. The writers just didn't do her any justice. But then the teleprompter. The fun fact: the teleprompter only went down during my set, and it gave me a lot of opportunity to remind Chelsea Handler what she looks like and where her life is, because she had it coming. You know, everybody wants to go up early in those things, and they put a lot of the people that they know will do good at the end, which is fucking bullshit, because some people turn off the television before that happens. And so what they don't realize, though, because they want to go up early when the crowd's all fresh, is that I'm sitting there watching what they're doing. So when Chelsea kept coming at me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. I mean,
You're so loud.
it was so rough. I woke up looking like Chelsea Handler. That's how rough. That's how rough my night was. I just had like that Botox swollen, inflamed face that just, you know, seems like you used to be successful 15 years ago and you're not anymore. You know what I mean? I just like felt like that. Worst feeling. Thank God. Then I just took a 2-hour nap and I was back to being one of the best in the world. And she.
He's taking a little victory lap here. I like it.
Fuck yeah, yes.
He's pretty
Okay,
red too, you know. I feel validated now. There's another popular red-faced person on the planet.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is Matt Rife, another comedian who goes in, and Matt Rife is really good at the audience work, meaning he is really good at involving the audience into a show
Mhm.
and making fun of them and propping them up and all kinds of stuff. So he's really good at audience work. So of course they have to get his opinion.
Thing, but I mean, my feed is obviously filled with clips from it, and I think everybody on there crushed it, dude. It was brutal, but as a roast should be.
I mean, I know there were some people who complained about parts of it, but should have.
This guy right here on the right for Variety is a flaming homosexual who always takes the wrong approach on every question.
Yeah. Don't have
It's
a
always
problem with
trying
him
to get
being.
like a gotcha moment. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say I don't have a problem with his sexual tendencies, but yeah, he seems to always be the guy that's being snarky and trying to trick people into saying something that they shouldn't say. Yep.
Tell me.
Then don't watch it. It's a roast. Everybody there is
Right.
going to be made fun of. It's supposed to push the boundaries of all forms of comedy for a roast. It's supposed to be mean-spirited, but you don't actually mean it. Everybody there loves each other.
Did you watch the Kevin Hart roast?
I mean, Matt Rife gets it. Why doesn't fucking retards get it? I don't know.
Well, to your point, because this twink on the right, whoever he is, has never written a joke, and he's not a comedian. Comedians love to bust balls, and they're mean to each other. That's the whole thing.
Because they know if they're going to go in hard on somebody, they know they're getting it back.
Oh yeah,
they know it. It's a guarantee. If you go in hard on somebody, they're fucking coming in with weapons of mass destruction on your ass.
Yep, I was saying I've been listening to a lot of old Opie and Anthony, and that's all that was. They'd have like 4 comedians in the room, and they'd spend 2 hours just roasting the hell out of each other, no holds barred, as mean as they could be. It was hilarious.
All right, and then one of my favorite people, got to get his opinion on it.
And Mike, we're here. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, we're here at the airport in Maui. We got a little massage thing, and we're just 2 guys at the water cooler.
Just 2 guys.
And we're just talking. And what were we talking about? It's fucking hilarious.
We're talking about the roast of Kevin Hart, and I need to know if you're on Shane and Tony's side or Chelsea's side.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people ask me that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being that I've seen the feuds my whole life.
And we've done a deep dive on the Shore family.
Oh yeah,
Pauly Shore's parents owned the Comedy Store in LA, and he still is part owner of the Comedy Store. So do I think that Pauly Shore is the greatest stand-up comedian of all time? No. But his family does have a lot to do with creating a lot of comedians throughout history.
Yep, his mother ran that thing, Mitzi Shore, for a long time, and the list of comedians that performed there is insane. Every single one of the big comedians
And
of
we've
the
done a
80s.
deep dive on that, so please check it out on our channel.
Been around stand-up comedy since I was 4 years old. My
That's
parents,
crazy.
yeah. So I seen all the feuds. I saw the Dice feud with Kennison.
Oh my goodness.
I saw the Pryor feud with
I didn't see that one.
yeah, with it was fuck, what was his name? Gallagher.
Oh.
Yeah, they were feuding over shit. And this feud, I gotta weigh in. I'm gonna go with the drum roll, please. I'm gonna go with the Tony and the Shane side.
I'm with you.
I just said it, guys. I'm with Tony and Shane. But the reason why I'm doing it is not because of the whole racism thing.
Okay.
It's for selfish reasons.
Okay.
Because did you ever know that I used to go out with Chelsea?
No way.
Yeah, dude.
You
Fuck.
Chelsea?
Yeah, I dated Chelsea.
Wow.
And the thing that's pissed me off is I told her to tell people and she didn't want to what?
She didn't want to tell people.
She
Why
didn't-
not?
Because I'm not African American.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a little Jewish comedian like Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Pauly Shore did a couple of things and had some patty cake with Chelsea Handler, which I don't think she's attractive at all.
So with the black dude, she likes to go public. With me, she likes to go private. But
Actually,
you know what? She's
True. She will tell everybody within earshot that she slept with 50 Cent. Anybody who wants to listen, she will shout it from the rooftops. That's like her claim to fame.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I want to say that
really be
that's
proud
not her,
of. I liked 50 back in the day, but
he's all right. I mean, it's nothing
is
to be
that
proud of.
something you're gonna die on that hill?
Yeah, I mean, well, let me say this. When I hear the words Chelsea Handler, the first two things that come to mind is she banged 50 cent, and she likes to be peed on.
And she's very opinionated and is a shitty comic. That's pretty much what I know about her.
Mm-hmm.
She had a talk show that was fucking terrible.
hurting right now, and so she's got a lot of mental issues, you know.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go back to her side,
Yeah.
because she's messed up too. And you know who else has mental issues? Mike has one. Me has one, because me and Chelsea, we both live alone with our dogs. We're on antidepressants.
That's some good.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, you know what? Fuck that. You know what? She's been mean to me for a long time. I'm going back to Kill Tony, and I'm going back to Shane. No, wait. I don't. You know what? Those guys.
We're gonna just start calling Pauly Shore wishy-washy. That's what he is. He's very wishy-washy.
I think that's the bit, though. It's actually sort of funny.
It is pretty funny.
Text me back either. You know who said? I'm gonna go to Bobby Lee's
Bobby Lee's side. Bobby
because he's got the Korean face.
Yes, Bobby.
Oh.
They know each other because he is like every little quip that he could say about his joke, he's on it. So I don't think I think they know each other. I don't think they're like just met.
Yeah, this guy is used to Paulie's rhythm when he does his bits.
Yes.
So he gets it.
Man. You know what? Everybody needs to stop fighting. This is the what? This is the what?
United States of America, not the divided States of America.
Yeah, it's one race. It's the human race.
That's right.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Mwah. Mwah.
Oh, there you go. You didn't ask for it, but you got it. Pauly Shore's opinion.
I don't know why I love Pauly so much, but I do.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so this is a little bit of this is another clip from the Kevin Hart interview.
Okay.
And okay, so Charlamagne the God's co-host is she's a terrible person. Selfish, racist. She's always going to talk about the black experiences over anything else.
Okay.
And see how she handles somebody that's actually done something in the world.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture.
All right, here we go.
She looks mean.
Did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother.
No.
So he said
No shot to you.
Ruling Hollywood, bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
Like she immediately made it about herself. Immediately.
When she said that, I'm like, and who cares?
That just shows you the character of this person.
Yeah.
You have Kevin Hart, which I don't think. I mean, he has some good stuff and he has some duds. But Kevin Hart has been doing this shit for the last 15 years.
Isn't now this show? I don't listen to the Breakfast Club or whatever that is, because why would I? But from what I've heard on clips, it's basically just an echo chamber.
Basically, yeah.
So they have somebody on who actually is disagreeing with them, and it doesn't seem like she is computing this.
Charlemagne the God sometimes will flip flop a little bit, but yeah,
Okay.
she immediately doesn't compute anything that's not black related.
Gotcha.
Because she's always speaking for black people no matter what. Kevin Hart is a black man who's successful in Hollywood.
Have all
What
the
are you
black
gonna
people
tell
in the-
this guy?
Has she been voted the spokesperson for black people? Did she?
Who knows?
Did she ask the other black people? No. Okay.
I only brought
Like,
it up.
even now that you told me, I'm not going to go back and
But-
go.
Fucking self. That's the
Yeah.
most selfish shit that I've seen in a while. That means your credibility is shit, and I don't listen to a fucking word that you have to say.
Is she a serious question? Is she anybody? I've heard of Charlemagne the God, and I sure know who Kevin Hart is.
She's a co-host and a pain in the ass on the show.
All right. So there's no
Like I
reason
said,
for her
she's
to be
always
there.
giving the black perspective.
Okay.
And it's just like,
I mean, good for you, I guess,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay, well, that's good.
I don't get it. Like, why did she feel like she even had to plug herself, talk about herself? Like, who gives a fuck? It's about the guest.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that annoyed the shit out of me.
I get just as annoyed when somebody will be on a stream and give like the white perspective. I'm like, I didn't authorize this.
How many
I don't-
times has somebody given the white perspective?
Well, you can't. Well, that's a good. Well, you can't say you're giving the white perspective, but you can read between the lines sometimes. If you're black, you can say this is all about the black experience and our culture and stuff, and it's fine. But if I come on a show and go, this is about white experience and our culture and this, that, and the other thing, I'd get, crushed.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody say that. The white perspective.
Oh, maybe I should do that. That's a good gimmick.
My perspective is dodge fucking life, because life will give you fucking right hands and left hands. You got to
There you
dodge
go.
that shit.
Yep.
That's my perspective.
My perspective is don't fuck with me and don't fuck with my family. Other than that, have fun.
And the other rule that I have is Wang Chung tonight. Just saying.
I forgot that one. It's a good one.
All right, so let me see here. Okay, so we're gonna do this story because I only have one video, but it's kind of long. So we're gonna do this story, and then we're gonna go into the Jaxson stuff. Not Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was like, what Jackson? Okay.
This I want to get your perspective on it because it's definitely your people.
Okay.
If
Wait
you
a
have
minute.
people, these are definitely your people.
All right. Is he a drunk?
So, like, corporate social responsibility.
Oh.
The director of community relations for the Washington Nationals of the MLB reveals unethical behavior within the management of the Washington baseball team, including religious discrimination against a starting pitcher.
One of our pitchers, dude, Trevor Williams, he is very Catholic. The Dodgers had a group out in the stadium who were drag queens who sometimes dressed up as nuns.
Okay.
Social media.
That was last season.
Hmm.
And it was absolutely fucking horrible.
Like, this is wrong, this is my religion, you all are mocking it. Because of that, we don't use him on social. Like, when they're like, is a hot dog a sandwich? And, like, the players come up, you know what I mean? Like, we don't ask him.
Potentially a violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Sean then also reveals the Nationals Park is executing a surveillance strategy on Washington Nationals fans.
If you ever come to a Nats game, there is someone on our team who is responsible for figuring out everything about you. We're getting a plethora of your Google history.
And claiming they're, quote, using baseball to make money by selling out to Palantir-like defense contractors.
We're trying to use baseball to make money. And a lot of that is like defense contractors, the Palantirs.
Wow. What?
Goes on to claim that some corporate media.
So far, what do you think? This is definitely your people, your baseball team.
It's my baseball team. It's not my people, but well, I mean, the whole thing about mining Google for data and your public relations team being the arm of a team that's trying to make money by selling information to defense contractors, I can't even get my head around it, to be honest with you. In terms of the pitcher and the nuns, I don't give a fuck about that. You're a pitcher, go pitch. That's my take on it. But remember, I'm not a Christian, so I would say get over it.
As a non-Christian, you're at a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see drag queens running around the bases in full paint? I don't want to see that. I'm there to see baseball.
I don't want to see it, but then I have a choice as a paying customer that I could just walk out of the stadium and let 2 minutes of something I don't like ruin 3 hours of something I do. Now, if I'm a pitcher for the team, I've got to suck it up, not be a Karen about it, and go out and pitch.
What?
Well, what do you? Okay, well, you haven't given me your opinion yet. What's your opinion? What should Trevor Williams have done?
But when it comes to stuff that is a hot button topic, especially during this time last year, why would you? And we've said this many times about different things. Why would you poke the bear? Like, why would you do that? They purposely did it to poke the bear. And then if somebody steps out of line, oh, you're a Karen and you need to shut up. It's like, no, they purposely poked the bear. They purposely did it.
Well, let me ask you here. This will
because it was at the end of Biden's administration before Trump took over.
Trevor Williams, did he have a comment on this when this happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably did.
Okay. Then if I don't know that he did, so I'll refrain from judgment on it. But I would say if he went out and said, well, I'm in Los Angeles and I don't like what they did, then he's poking the bear. But I don't know that he did that or not.
How is he poking the bear if there's we talked about this with hockey. The hockey players do not like anything to do with the Pride Month or any of that stuff.
That's because they were being told to go out there and on their bodies put something that's reflective of something they didn't believe.
They've done that for Major League Baseball too.
Okay. This particular time, though, Trevor Williams, I don't think they're asking him to go out there and drag and pitch.
I understand that, but they, so because somebody, because somebody's not a Christian, so what we're going to do is get the devil himself to go out and give the first pitch because he's not a Christian and there's other Christians that aren't. Come on. I mean, it's a slippery slope. Why would you even take the chance?
I am not a fan of men dressing up as women and nuns. I will say that. But it's
and
not.
Most, not all, a decent amount of baseball fans are adult men who don't want to see that, and children who don't want to see that.
I agree. I don't think it's
again. Why would you piss on your fucking Cheerios? Like, why would you do that?
We're in agreement there. I don't know why Los Angeles would do that. The Dodgers would do that. It doesn't make any sense. They wanted to poke
the bear and be a shithead. That's why.
Meetings are segregated as women only or gay only.
They would be well within their rights to say if you don't identify as a member of the LGBTQIA plus population, you shouldn't be at this specific meeting. There are some spaces that should only be for those people.
And even discloses that he has a secret agenda to promote communism to Nationals fans.
There is a join the Communist Party poster up in my kitchen. I would love to find ways to... Every home run is a $100 donation. That's communism. You know what I mean? That's redistributing someone's wealth. And a lot of people will tell you when I come to a baseball game, I don't want to think about that shit. If you're a sports fan and we piss you off, where else are you going to go? Either way, I don't give a shit.
Baltimore? That kind of triggered me.
What was that?
That sort of triggered me a little bit. But go ahead. We'll see what else he has to say.
I am on the community relations team. So like corporate social responsibility. And my job is to help our 9 silly men wearing the same costumes score at least one more run than the other 9 silly men wearing costumes of their own. So the best thing I can do for the organization is drive revenue, right? Like make money, like any other, like we're a private organization who wants to make money.
Sean Hudson is the director of community relations for the Washington Nationals.
All I need to see is his pronouns.
2023. He wastes no time mocking the team that pays his bills, describing it as, quote, 9 silly men wearing costumes, and acknowledges that all he cares about is making money. Almost immediately, the community relations director reveals that the Washington Nationals will intentionally leave star pitcher Trevor Williams out of any and all social media promotion. The Nationals apparently keep the spotlight off of Trevor due to his Catholic beliefs and as retaliation for his disapproval of the infamous drag queen debacle with the LA Dodgers.
It's a blatant anti-Catholic message that they're sending, regardless of how much, quote unquote, good they've been doing in their community. But when I saw how deeply offensive it was, doing awful things to the cross, doing awful things about Stations of the Cross, like it became a point where these negatives are not, they shouldn't be honored, and they shouldn't mock a certain group.
Do you guys have to kind of like squelch or like calm down really like conservative?
So it's interesting. One of our pitchers.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a group that goes on the field next Nationals game, and it's going to be 10 men, and there's going to be 5 guys that are going like this, and there's 5 guys acting like they're sucking their dick because we're trying to get the representation for that fan base. What do you think?
That sounds like the halftime of last year's Super Bowl.
Do you see how absurd that was, and the absurdiness that just happened?
Dude, I think it's absurd. Listen, I think it's absurd that they're sending out drag queens and nuns to throw out first pitch. That's ridiculous, but it doesn't necessarily offend me on a religious level because I'm not religious, so I don't care. But what bothers me more is this guy's outlook on things. Like he said, if I could, I would take $100 from every donation and send it to the Communist Party. Like that. You're supposed to be the community relations guy for a baseball team. He clearly hates baseball, which he doesn't need to like baseball, I guess, to do his job. But you don't, like, I don't know. Like, I would just tell him, shh, be quiet. You can think this. Don't say it.
He's probably jobless at this point, right? When this comes out?
I hope so. He should be fired, in my opinion, just because he's not representing the best interests of the team. And certainly putting his own personal agenda over the agenda of the community that he's supposed to be relating to. I saw Trevor Williams' comment was perfectly fine. I'm a Catholic and I was offended by that. That's fine. Of course.
And did you see that same group was over there like crawling on the cross as they were shitting on the religion?
That's
the group that they highlighted at Dodger Stadium.
I'm more offended that there are adults who do that than I am with what they're saying about whatever religion people believe. I'm just
saying it didn't have any place at Major League Baseball. Keep that shit fucking somewhere else. I don't give
keep all this shit somewhere else. I just want to watch a baseball game.
Exactly.
I don't want any of this stuff.
I want popcorn and peanuts and
that's right.
And 7th inning stretch. Like I want families and little kids running after baseballs. Like that's what I go to the fucking baseball game for.
Yeah, I don't want to take my kids there and have them have to ask me, "Hey, Daddy, why is he jamming a cross up his rear end?
And why is his balls hanging out? Because he's running around naked."
Yeah. But unfortunately, not the world we live in, and it's mostly because of people like this guy.
He has I'm not religious at all.
It's mostly people like, well, I don't want to be that person to tell somebody they can't do something, so I'm not going to say nothing. That's the worst out of everything. Is we're not gonna rock the boat. I'll rock that fucking boat. I don't give a shit. I'll rock it. I'm here to watch baseball, not your ass in a bikini running around with your balls hanging out. Like that's not what we're here for.
We are simpatico on that, Derek, for sure. I feel the same way.
He's super Christian Catholic. All these tattoos that mean a lot. Last year, I don't understand the full scope. The Dodgers had a group out to the stadium who were drag queens who sometimes dressed up as nuns. He went on like a social media, like, this is wrong, this is my religion, you all are mocking it. So we don't use him on, because of that, we don't use him on social. When they're like, is a hot dog a sandwich? And like the players come up, you know what I mean? Like we don't ask him.
This is a potential violation of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which states it shall be unlawful for an employer to limit, segregate, or classify his employees in any way which would deprive or tend to deprive any individual of employment, opportunities, or otherwise adversely affect his status as an employee because of such individual's race, color.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that it's always a subversion where they do a thing, somebody doesn't like it, we're not going to include them. But you're basically, because you don't want to listen to his mouth, you're not going to include him.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what they did.
Yep, I don't agree with that at all. Trevor Williams is a
That
pretty
is
big
against the
deal.
law.
He's like not just like a platoon player.
And it has nothing to do with him being a white guy. If it was a black guy, it's the same thing. You're basically not including him because you decided that drag time story hour at the baseball game is more important than what the fuck you think that your players think, including
It's
a
all-
guy that is a good pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, really, to take it on a meta level, I see community relations departments of sports teams trying to do all these cute little videos, like, "Hey, you know, is a hot dog?" Like all those cute little. The guy, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Just play baseball. Shut up and
Well, if
dribble.
they put it on the
as I always
social
say.
media, then that's kind of fun, or they'll put it on their website or something.
It should. Well, yeah. Now you're right, Derek. It should be fun, but apparently it ain't because there's some people who have beliefs that it's just this is all ridiculous, and I don't know why this guy has this job. He shouldn't. He should be gone.
It just don't do it. You know what I mean? Like you're representing a company. When in doubt, just don't do it.
Right. And for God's sake, don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
Religion, sex, or national origin. Not only does Sean Hudson take pride in discriminating against his Catholic players, he's also very proud that he uses his position to inject communist ideals into the promotion of Nationals games. Hudson boasts about having communist propaganda posters, discussing how far left he is with his coworkers and supervisors, pushing for redistribution of wealth, and describes his influence as a, quote, opportunity to be the voice of reason. The director even acknowledges that when people come to a Nationals game, they, quote, don't want to think about that shit. But if we piss you off, where else are you going to go? I don't give a shit.
Well, the answer to that, sir.
I always like just cards on the table.
Do you know where you go if you don't want to go to Nationals games? Like I kind of want to go to them less after hearing this. You go to Baltimore and watch the Orioles. It ain't that far away.
Oh, it's not that far away.
No, it's like 45 minutes away. There wasn't
nice.
a team in Washington forever. That's why I grew up an Orioles fan. It was the closest team. I used to go
Makes
see
sense.
Baltimore all the time.
Yeah.
So you just go
Speaking
there.
of, I'm going to at least one baseball game next weekend or next week.
Nice.
The
You're gonna
Tigers
go
in
see-
Tampa Bay.
Oh, the Tigers are in town?
Yeah, next
Oh,
week.
that's exciting. Awesome.
The second, third, and the fourth. So I'm going to at least one of the games.
Oh yeah.
I would define myself as very far left wing. There is
And then Kid Rock on Saturday. So I'll probably be sending videos of Kid Rock on Saturday.
Please do. I'd love to. God damn, Derek, you're living your best life down there. I'm happy for you, man.
Dude,
I really am.
There's just so much stuff I enjoy doing. I have to pace myself. Like this week, I didn't do anything because it's like I got to pace myself, got to pay
Yep.
my rent, and then I get to get,
Mhm. You seem
Hot Boy Summer.
happier. You seem happier, Derek. is what I'm
I
saying.
am happier. I enjoy it. Like it.
I am
Once I'm
happy
more
for you.
settled in, I think it'll be better. But for the most part, yeah, I'm much happier.
Mhm.
Settled in is like getting my own 1-bedroom apartment. I've got roommates now, so it'd be nice to have my own spot, But
Eh,
other than
next
that,
step. That's the next step, right?
Yeah.
Get there.
a join the Communist Party poster up in my gym. When we had my boss's holiday party, we'll talk about how left-leaning we are. I would love to find ways to every home run is a $100 donation. That's communism, you know what I mean? That's redistributing someone's wealth. So I hope we get there. But
You know
a
what,
cool
Derek?
opportunity for us.
is he like Lex Luthor? I mean, what is fucking going on right now?
When he says redistributing wealth, I wonder how much he makes.
He probably makes what, 50,000 a year, maybe
Oh,
60.
director of community relations for the Nats. I would get. He's 6 figures, easy. In DC, I guarantee you, he makes at least
He
150K.
makes 6 figures doing fucking what?
He's got a director level position in DC. That's 6 figures automatically, and I guess he's out. I don't even know community relations. Who cares about that shit anyway? I mean, that's a stupid title to begin with.
Community
Everybody,
relations would basically just be like, oh, we're going to have the Make-A-Wish Foundation come out.
Yeah.
We're going to do a can drive or something.
it's like send some players to the hospice, which is nice, or
Yeah.
the food banks, which is also nice. But it's really a use. It's like HR departments now. They're just
public
useless.
relations, but with a fancy title.
Yeah, perfect. But he's a director of it, and I
Not worth
guarantee
fucking
you
6
he's
figures, that's for sure.
150 at least. At least.
Must be nice getting paid a bunch of money and not doing shit.
No.
Also
And then bitching about it and mind fucking communism. Okay, that's the thing.
be a little bit of like the voice of reason. And a lot of people will tell you, when I come to a baseball game, I don't want to think about that shit. If you're a sports fan and we piss you off, where else are you going to go? You going to drive past us from Virginia to go to Baltimore?
Yeah.
Either way, I don't give a shit.
Sean Hudson also claims that the Nationals have people on their team tasked with tracking every visitor of Nationals Park and figuring out everything about fans, your purchasing habits, your Google history, everything. This seems like a highly intrusive measure to impose on fans simply because they wanted to attend a Nationals baseball game. Instead of enjoying a beer or hot dog, you walk right into a communist surveillance stadium.
If you ever come to a Nats game, there is someone on our team who is responsible for figuring out everything about you, given your purchasing habits, what teams you come to when the Nats play, like what teams you come, and assigning you into a bucket of people and then catering content to you.
Okay.
So they were tracking it. If you're accepting cookies,
That's fair.
we're getting the plethora of your Google history. So yeah, it's fascinating.
So if you've downloaded any MLB or Nats Park apps to your phone or joined their stadium Wi-Fi, make sure to disable those cookies so that Sean Hudson and his crew.
Do you have that on your phone?
No, I just go to ESPN. They have all my cookies and are selling them to Palantir, I'm sure, but that's where I get my news.
Okay.
But to my
Can't
point
go
earlier, when he said, like, where else are you going to go? I just look, it would take me 45 minutes to get to Nats Park from here on game day because the traffic around DC is insane. It would take me an hour and 20 minutes to get to Camden Yards in Baltimore. So it's not that big of a difference, really, if you think about it. It's a half hour or so. So
I
fuck
just
the
hate
Nats
the
is what I'm
attitude,
saying.
like, where else you gonna go, dickhead?
Nah.
You know, I hate that. God, I hate that stuff.
But it shows a lack of knowledge in previous baseball history in the DC area because where we all went back in our day was Baltimore. And we'll just do it again.
It's true.
So, but he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sifting through your Google history and spying on you while you're at their games. Sean Hudson's commitment to communist ideals goes even deeper as he reveals that he supports segregated meetings amongst Washington National employees. Quote, if you don't identify as LGBTQIA+, you shouldn't be at this meeting.
I just had a really interesting conversation with our vice president of HR. Do we need Jorge from purchasing in the women's ERG? If he needs to, if he's like, I deserve to be here, then he's not really an ally. And there are some spaces that should only be for those people. The Pride ERG, sexuality is so fluid. You know what I mean? Gender
This
fluid
is
as
all
well.
hibbity jibbity.
Sexual
This makes
orientation
no
is so
sense.
fluid that, like,
Yeah, it has nothing to do with fucking baseball. That's the problem that I have.
It has nothing to do with the reality, Derek. And you know who else said that we need a big space where only we can be? I seem to remember a German person back in the 30s and 40s that said we need to move these people out and not include them in our little club. This is all insanity.
It is insanity.
I started off, Derek, going with the who gives a shit if there's people dressing up as nuns because I don't care. Now I'm fucking enraged because all this stuff, this guy needs to go.
This is your people, kind of your team.
It's my team, and I do root for the Nationals. I was happy when they won the series that one year. I root for my home teams, Derek. You're like me. I don't, you know.
If this was the Detroit Tigers, I'd be fucking I'd be in tears and just furious.
Well, that's how I feel. You're correct. And hopefully this guy is gone. They need to get rid of him. And God bless Alex Stein for doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
As always.
I think, though, they would be well within their rights to say if you don't identify as a member of the LGBTQIA plus population, you shouldn't be at this specific meeting. We should create a space where they can truly do whatever they want.
Who's they? Who is he fucking talking about? They.
I'm biting my tongue here. It's sports. Sports are for men.
It's the same
generally
thing with the you
speaking,
people.
correct?
Who's you people?
Yeah, it's like, oh man, just fire all the gays. There's your problem solved.
They always complicate everything.
Dude,
they're not focused on whatever that they're hired to do. There's always an underlined, we're gonna fuck it up and do something we want to do.
I'm very pro America, very pro do whatever you like.
It's a
believe in what you
baseball
believe
team.
in.
They shouldn't be fucking groups and meetings for. There shouldn't
Right.
be any of that shit.
That's my point. Yeah, I agree. And in my job, Derek, my staff is in India. That's who I work with. That's who I direct. I thank the Lord every day that I work with people in India because there's none of this bullshit there. They come in, they do their work, they go home. No HR, no crazy shit. And it really gives me a lot of perspective as to why people are outsourcing work over there. It's not just money. It's headaches that people like this guy cause here.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Has nothing to do with baseball.
Nope.
Ironically, while Sean is actively advocating for straight white men to be excluded from meetings, he claims that as a straight white man, he is never profiled, even while actively describing a system of employee resource groups that profile straight white men as unworthy of certain meetings and interactions.
Because I'm a white straight man.
Doubt.
I won the lottery. I have no idea what it's like to be profiled. I literally have been profiled one time, and it was devastating for me, but it wasn't even that bad.
Sean's obsession with racial division doesn't stop here. It seems to consume his mentality. We found that he does a podcast called Not the Expert, and his most recent episode is titled Being White and Working at a Historically Black College.
I'm not the expert. You can call me Hudson. I'm joined by Kim Furco. Kim, you are the expert when it comes to working at a historically black college, but wait, stop, don't. You're white. So you are the face of the university. You are white. It is a historically black college. That is ironic, right?
You know, heritage nights. We do Korean heritage.
I have not once did a YouTube search saying, "Oh, I want to listen to a podcast I got by a guy talking about being a white person that works for historical." I've never Google searched that ever.
I've never Google searched that either, and I can't imagine anybody listened whatsoever.
It's got to be him, and that's about it.
And what he's about to say here. Why don't have heritage nights at sports events? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Don't have white heritage, black heritage, Korean heritage. Now, if it's Mother's Day, then you do something nice. Mom's half off, something nice for the moms.
And you
Valentine's
can do like a
Day,
flag
things
day,
like
where
that.
you can give out
Flag
flags
Day.
for a bunch of different countries, and everybody could like flip flop them around or something. Something that you provide where people can represent their own country. But that's it. You have it one night.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
enough
just
already.
kind of representing your own country type thing.
Yeah, Parade of Nations type thing. But why are you doing Singaporean Heritage Night at a baseball game? How many Singaporean baseball players are there?
It's usually straight white dudes and families.
Well, yeah. They give out some rice noodles at the door, maybe.
Singaporean heritage, Japanese heritage. We only do a black Juneteenth game. So we don't do Ghanaian heritage, South African heritage, Ivory Coast heritage. You know, it's like interesting.
Sean then discusses a debate that the Nationals leadership had around selling a Captain America bobblehead for their July 10th game against the Yankees. Should they go with the white Chris Evans version or the black Anthony Mackie version? The community relations director states, quote, "We landed on making him black because we wanted to pimp up the new Captain America movie."
The big debate we just had was we're doing around the 4th of July Captain America bobblehead. There's a newer one coming out. Anthony Mackie is the main character. He's black. Most people know Chris Evans, Captain America, white guy. So our debate was, do we make Captain America white or black for this bobblehead? Truly, we had meetings about it.
We have meetings about what? There's no
Exactly.
Listen,
You make both of them. Done.
Well, that's not a bad idea, Derek. Actually, that's better than I was going to say. I was going to say actually kind of defend the black Captain America because that's the current movie. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what's out. So fine.
That's what's in the streets at the time. You're kind of glomming off of what's out there. I don't have a problem with that, but for them to have a fucking meeting about it,
it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. Or you do the white version on 4th of July, the black version on the 3rd of July, and then make it a collectible type thing where you can collect different things for like the 4th of July or something. You know what I mean?
Why don't you just do bobbleheads of baseball players?
Exactly. Like they
It's a
did back in
baseball
the day.
game. We Captain America to baseball. Who cares?
Yeah.
Ended on making black because we want to pimp up the new movie.
But beneath all of this righteous posturing, Sean's primary hope remains the same. Quote, to make money.
But once again, we hope that fans will buy a ticket, get a bobblehead, and we make money. You know what I mean? Like that is all right.
And speaking of making money, Sean Hudson also discloses that the Washington Nationals will often have...
with that about making money, it does make sense to have the black Captain America because the movie was coming out during that particular time. Like I get it, but for them to have a fucking meeting and make a big shit up over it, then
Can you
make
imagine?
both of them and make it a collectible thing.
everybody in that room at that meeting could be fired immediately and nothing of value would be lost.
And what I would do is pick like 3 players and have 3 players with Captain America stuff on. Have like that way you have players, but you also make it like a special thing for the 4th of July or something.
Nothing wrong with that. Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Where you have like you pick 3 players, they're wearing Captain America stuff. No, they immediately want to bring the race card into it and say, well, I agree with this percentage. Fuck everybody else. It's like, what are you doing?
If he's so worried about the bottom line, they should fire him and everybody in his department. That'll save some money. Maybe they can get some better pitching.
Exactly. Here you on that one.
Have Secretary of War Pete Hegseth at Nationals Park, and they will intentionally introduce him to execs from Boeing to pitch defense contracts to him. And if the contract goes through, the Nationals will get a major kickback for facilitating the meeting. Quote, we're trying to use baseball to make money, and a lot of that is defense contractors, the Palantirs of the world.
Baseball, more than any other sport, has the most like Republican players. A lot of white guys, a lot of guys from the South. Every year we host the congressional baseball game. Republicans versus Democrats. The Republicans win by a bajillion runs every year. We're trying to use baseball to make money. And a lot of that is like defense contractors, the Palantirs of the world. And we're essentially trying to be like, look at all the Americana hoorah stuff you can do at Nats Park. Give us $2 million. I, far too much for my liking, have met Pete Hegseth. I know. He comes to Nats Park. If we can get him to meet the CEO of Boeing, and then in the back of Pete's brain, like, oh, Boeing, they make good stuff. We're going to pick them for a government contract. They then pay us. So I've met Pete 3 times. Unimpressive each time.
Sean holds such a resentment toward not only Pete
Hegseth literally did PT the first day that he was the boss. He went and ran fucking miles with some of his guys in the military.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This guy's literally doing this for at a bar.
Yeah, how terrible. Boy, that's awful.
I'm just saying is the hypocrisy where this guy is a fat loser who's a communist gonna tell a guy that's fucking jacked that's doing PT with the soldiers.
I will say there's something similar with the people we've been speaking about tonight. For instance, Alex Stein, Kevin Hart, Tony Hinchcliffe, even Pete Hegseth. And what that is they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to speak their mind and do what they want to do. And they don't care if people threaten them, disagree with them, pressure them. They just do it. And I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hegseth, but also the Washington Nationals conservative players, that when the players tell the community relations director that they'd like to meet Pete Hegseth while he's at the park, Sean will just lie to the Nationals players and tell them, Hegseth's already left. Sorry, guys.
As much of a hater as I am, I was just like, this guy, if I didn't know who he was, I'd be like, this guy has no juice. I'm not saying he should rizz me up, but he had no charisma. We had Pete Hegseth.
No juice from a guy that looks like Lex Luthor from fucking Superman. I mean, what are we fucking doing right now?
Who knows? Who knows?
He's in no position to fucking say anything about what a guy looks like, if he's got charisma, if he rizzes him up. He's in no position to fucking say anything.
This is what happens when you give people a title of director, which I actually have at my office. They start to think they're actually in charge of shit.
Yeah.
It's like somebody needs to tell them to shut up.
Yeah, that's true.
Go feed the homeless.
Yeah, no shit.
Last year, and Pete was there, and a few players texted me, and they were like, "Is he going to be here after the game? I want to say hi." And I'm like, "Oh no, he left. Like he's gone. No, sorry."
The director for the Nationals also admits that the majority of the team's actions are influenced by a desire to pander to the current president. Under Trump, they promote the "Hurrah, America" mentality. Quote, if we elected Zohran Mamdani as president, we would skirt the opposite direction. My moral compass is challenged. Damn, it would be nice to just go work for the Boston Red Sox.
So if we piss off Trump too much, he could slash the sports and entertainment budget for DC. And then maybe there's a critical safety enhancement that we want to make to the ballpark using facial recognition to detect people who are on the no-fly list. Maybe those are people we want to avoid coming to the ballpark, and we won't have the money to do it, and something bad happens. If we elected, Zohan Mamdani as the next president, we would skirt in the opposite direction. My moral compass is really challenged.
Jackass. He's not a fucking you. Was not born in the United States. Fuck off. Why would you use that example when he was not born in the United States of America? He's not eligible to be the president. He's fucking up New York City like no tomorrow.
I don't know how much more opinionated I can get on this guy. He needs to go.
This guy is a trash human being.
And I damn, it would be nice to just go work for the fucking Boston Red Sox.
Watching sports is supposed to be a form of escapism from the currently charged political climate. But when those in charge of community relations are so determined to inject their divisive politics into everything, push communist ideals on the fans, perform surveillance of your phones, segregate internal meetings based on gender and sexuality, and discriminate against Nationals players based on their religion, a great American pastime like watching baseball suddenly becomes a battleground, a game of tug of war for influence over your political perspective. And as these insidious motivations permeate more and more aspects of society and entertainment, true escapism will eventually be impossible. And this is exactly what the communist propagandists aspire for. Constant manipulation everywhere you look, everywhere you go for entertainment. They want you to always be reminded what you should think. And that is about as American as dog meat dumplings. If you're on the inside of any government agency or entertainment outlet or professional sports corporation and you witness corruption, fraud, or insidious propagation, please reach out to us at tips@o'keefemediagroup.com or on Signal at
James O'Keefe.
491-9395. And stay tuned.
He was basically admitting the fact that the agencies committed treason on camera.
There's a whole science behind eliciting information out of people.
We leverage.
Yeah, they get a pretty girl and they spill their beans. You have a pretty girl sitting across from them?
Yep. Well, Derek, every week I come into the show saying I'm not going to get triggered by anything Derek shares with me. And every week it fails. So I'm going to ask you, I have a multiple choice question for you, Derek. I'd be interested to hear what your answer is. Ready? Here's the question.
All right.
Why can't we have nice things? That's the question. And here are your choices. Is it A, single mothers, B, commies, or C, the internet?
All of the above.
D, all of the above. Okay, that's fair. I didn't include that, but I should have. You're right, Derek. You're right.
The internet has given people that are complete morons a voice. And then when you add money and people are getting validated by somebody paying somebody money for advertising, for super chats, for whatever it is, it emboldens people to think that, well, the way I look at the world is correct because everybody's throwing me money and validating whatever my point is.
Excuse me. When I've been working, I'm going to age myself, but when I started getting on the internet, there was no graphics. It was a shell account, they used to call it, and it looked like a DOS prompt. So, and here's my point. They've made it too easy to get on the internet. You used to have to actually be pretty smart.
Yeah.
To actually even access the internet, which is why it was back then, it was discussions about things like science fiction, physics, cosmology. Like that's what it was, and porn, of course, centered around. Now, a donkey could probably figure out how to log in to Twitter.
True.
So there used to be some sort of intellectual gatekeeping, and now there's none.
Well, and Twitter's a prime example of it. Somebody make a comment, and it's about something that there's video evidence about the thing. You send it to them in their post, and it doesn't change their mind when you literally give them video evidence of the opposite take that they have.
Yep.
They're either a bot or fucking dumb.
That's why I got off of Twitter for the most part, and I just try to contain my rage to our show on Tuesday nights at 7.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you're either doing it out of bad faith or you're fucking dumb as a box of rocks.
I think it's the latter.
Most of fucking rocks.
I think it's the latter most of the time. And I'm no Einstein, Derek, but the competition is weak. Oh, okay. I'm going to be right back. Give me 30 seconds, Derek, but I know exactly what you're going to share because I had it pulled up for me too.
Nice. So what's going on, everybody? So please like and subscribe to the channel. Come hang out with us. We're every Sunday, or excuse me, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're going to be rocking. So yeah, right here, like and subscribe to the channel. Send super chats. I've got those. I've got other things that are associated with the channel. Go hang out, let me know what you guys like talking about and communicating about and all that stuff. And then the socials are in this description of every video that we do. I put the socials, so it's got like our X with the show. It's got Discord. It's got Julio's band. It's got a bunch of stuff. So definitely check out like the socials and hang out with us on different platforms. We're on. I stopped posting as much on Rumble because Rumble doesn't do much. They don't push your content out, even though I do like Rumble.
Yeah, I love Rumble because of the freedom you have there, but I don't like Rumble because nobody watches.
Yeah, so right now we are streaming to Kick, Twitch, and YouTube's. So,
all right, Russell Crowe. It looks like I'm actually very interested to hear your take on this.
Okay, so this gentleman is a fantastic actor and a Giga Chad.
Yes, he is a Giga Chad. That is true.
And we have talked about this before about celebrities in public, and that I think that there's some sort of responsibility for you to be cordial to people. You can set guidelines like we're going to watch in this clip, but you also have to be cordial about what the rules are, or you're out of here. So we're going to watch this, and then I'll get your opinion like after we watch it.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Are you listening? Yes. Stay where you are. Don't fucking push in on me. I'll come to you. Just give everybody space. As soon as somebody's a dick, I'm going. You got me?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear guidelines. Don't push on me. I'll come to you and sign your stuff. If you're a dick, I'm out.
I can't imagine somebody handling that more perfectly than Russell Crowe.
And I don't think he was an ass about it. I think it was just, these are the rules, and let's go.
Hey, they want his time. He doesn't want their time, so he can set the rules.
Absolutely. He does look like he's losing weight though, so he might get into another movie or something.
Maybe, yeah. Also, from what I've read about Russell Crowe, he will punch a dude.
Oh, really?
Like I've heard bar fights. Yeah, that's why he rolls out there with no security. He's like, I'll bust all these wimps in the face myself. I don't need to pay security.
If you can add Maximus, maybe. Can you add Maximus, please? Can you add Maximus, please? No. You can pick your...
Nope.
Can you add Maximus? No.
No, I ain't doing that, bro.
I ain't doing that shit.
It looks like he just literally, I'll bet you that's beer that he just spilled on his shirt. He's probably walking straight out of the hotel bar.
And we're all fat, man. You get the fucking sweat like underneath your man boobs
Well,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, it comes with being a big guy, so
maybe that's why it was a little salty coming out of there. He might have had a couple of pops before he went
possible.
outside.
He had a couple pops. He's got the man boob thing, going.
Yeah, he's like, all right, you motherfuckers, back the fuck off, or I will punch you in the face.
I love it.
Me too.
I love the fact that he literally just set the guidelines and said, this is it. If you don't like it, then I'm out.
Yeah, I thought you would have reacted to that differently, but I'm pleased that you didn't. I thought you would say he owes the fans a little more respect than that.
No, because I understood that he was setting guidelines. If he was a complete asshole about it and was yelling and screaming and making a thing, then I'd probably said something. But he literally is like, "Don't push up on me. Just stand there. I'll come at you. If you're a dick, I'm out."
Well, did you see TMZ's post about that?
They say something retarded about it?
Yes. Well, of course, it's TMZ. They said, well, clearly somebody isn't putting the fans at number one, or somebody doesn't care about the fans or whatever. And I'm like, shut up, TMZ.
It's some 20-year-old fucking twink that's all they're doing in social media. That's all
Russell
they're
Crowe
fucking
should go there and just beat everybody in that office up too while he's at it.
Exactly.
Just going a punching spree across the country.
Are you a golf fan? Do you like golf?
But it's all right. I don't watch it. I've played it a couple times. It's fine.
So Scotty Scheffler is a top player in golf.
He's huge. Yep.
And it looks like a fan got overzealous and was in the process of being arrested. And Scotty Scheffler is also putting at the same time.
Well, that's distracting, but okay.
They stopped to watch the shot.
Yeah, hold up. I'll arrest you in a minute. Let me check out
hold on.
Scotty make this putt.
And this guy is probably, it almost looks like a kid too, right?
Well, except, yeah, no, he does look like a kid. He's got a little mop top hair. I thought that was a tattoo on his calf, but I think it's just dirt. So, yeah.
So I think this is a kid. So the kid probably got overzealous and like was acting up or something. But I thought it was pretty funny. We're just like, he arresting him and just chilling so that this guy can make his putt.
Nailed it.
Okay, now fuck him up.
Yeah. Right. She just starts beating him.
I thought it was pretty funny. We're just like, what?
What? I'm curious as to what this kid did. Like, how can you possibly get overzealous for a golfer? What was he going to charge the green?
Know. I mean,
Maybe
Scotty Scheffler is a top player in golf, so I mean, it's not like he's just like a regular scrub player, you know.
That's true. Yeah, maybe the kid's got problems. Who knows?
Yeah, or the kid's got mental problems or something like that. So, okay, so we're gonna start with this one.
I pulled this one too. Well, never mind. I don't have anything for the show now.
For the people that don't watch sports and haven't watched is the quarterback for the New York Football Giants, Jaxson Dart. I think he was drafted last year or the year before. He's relatively new. He's a young guy. Yeah. He's kind of the future of the New York Football Giants.
And they love him in New York.
And he went to the White House and did all he did was did a thing where he didn't do a speech or anything. All he did was just announced the president of the United States at some sort of event. Jaxson Dart is a football player from the South who went to USC, and then I think he went to I'm trying to remember where he went to before, but he started at USC and then he went to a different college.
I can't recall where he got drafted from. Mississippi, somewhere down there. I think he played
State or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is a very, very Christian fucking college. So the guy obviously was raised Christian and is from the South, and yeah. So he's probably a conservative first, I would imagine.
Oh, I'm sure.
So now you have all the talking heads that are screaming and yelling about him supporting a Nazi and he's racist. You're talking about a guy that's like 23 or 24 years old who just recently became the starting quarterback last year or the year before?
Dude, if this guy's good, he's king of the town in New York. This kid's got charisma. He's good looking. He's got moxie. People love him over there.
Did you see his wife or his girlfriend is absolutely amazing
Oh
looking.
boy.
God.
He won.
He's like if he actually has success, he could be the next Tom Brady. I mean, he's like good looking. He's got a nice family.
He's got it all.
He's an all-American boy. You know what I mean?
Well, we don't like all-American boys
all
in
these
2026.
people always read into shit where it's like, well, what did he mean on that? It's like, he's a 23 or 24-year-old kid who got to meet the fucking president of the United States. It makes no sense to me.
I don't get it.
And this has been on social media all freaking day because they couldn't talk about it because of the holiday. So they're catching up because it happened during the weekend. And all these fucking all the retards. So I've got like 5. I think I got like 5 different things, and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. First, starting with the main with the View.
I don't know what all that was. but some people were not happy with Dart's open political endorsement. I mean, isn't he entitled to his?
It's America.
I mean, he's entitled to his thing.
For somebody to back a guy like Trump, whose history in discrimination and racism goes back to housing discrimination.
Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Number one, she should be sued right there because it's not true.
Defamation. Yep.
That's defamation right there.
70s. In the 70s, DEI attacks and
That's defamation right there.
DEI is
posting
racist.
pictures of the Obamas as apes.
That was not true. He shared something, and it was the video that was on the back end of something that he shared, and they immediately was like, well, because Trump's a racist. It's like, no, it was something he shared, and it was on the back end of that shit.
Yeah. Plus, my take on that whole thing is, why would you think that's racist of her to say that? Why would you think?
Why would you
chimps
automatically assume
equate
that
a black person? I don't know. That's racist.
When he's on a team that's 55% to 60%, the NFL is that many people, that much percentage of black people, blacker. That is just the definition of stupidity and racist, in my opinion.
Okay, here's the thing: football players want to play football. There's the thing. They don't give a fuck about Joy Behart's opinion on The View about what she thinks is racist or what not racist. They want to play football. They want to make millions of dollars. They want to raise their families. They want to go fuck bitches. They want to go into Instagram and go into people's chats and try to fuck whores. That's what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck about what Joy Behart thinks or not thinks.
Well, this is what I love about sports, and why it enrages me that somebody like that guy from the Nationals is involved with that team. Sports is the ultimate meritocracy. The goal for a sports team is to win. So you pick the best players that give you the best chance to win, regardless of where they're from. Nobody cares.
No.
It's who's the best. And people who are, are racist don't like that. They're like, well, no, there has to be X amount of this and X amount of that. That's not how sports works.
Not at all. And speaking of another racist.
I think when you know the history of this president and you know the biases of this president, for a certain community, the black community, for me, if this feels personal.
Hold on, pause real quick, Derek. I'm sorry.
Black? She's not full black.
She's this girl. She said anybody who knows the biases of the current president. Well, I don't actually. Can you expand upon that? Like what?
Oh, if you ask her, it's like, well, he's a racist because he's the one that got rid of the race baiting lines on the map as far as the districts. Oh, that's racist. Now that's the Supreme Court that actually said that, bitch.
But people who do not have the comprehension ability to listen to what these people are saying and not stop and go, whoa, what biases? You can't just throw that out there and skip right past it. Like if you're going to say something like that, if you're going to accuse somebody of being racist, Nazi, this, that, and whatever those words mean anymore, which to me is nothing. Who cares? Yeah. But you have to quantify that.
She's not going to, because
of course not, because
her audience is just a bunch of fucking talking hens that'll be like, oh, she got a good point. Oh, she got a good point. Oh, she got a good point. Is there any men watching this bullshit other than us fucking ragging on it?
Oh, Derek, you took the words right out of my brain. I was just going to say, this is the people in charge, whoever that is, tell these broads what to say, and it goes right out to a bunch of single moms.
Exactly, because
the white women walk around and they parrot. So these women are parroting what they've been told to say, spreading it out to other women who are just going to parrot what they're saying, and everybody thinks they sound smart because they're not doing what I just did.
Did you see the Bruce Springsteen rant he did about Trump clip?
I did not.
He's ranting about Trump for like 5 minutes at his concert with a teleprompter that he's reading off of.
Oh boy, he's an honorary white woman, Bruce Springsteen.
So basically, you're going to tell me that you have conviction, but yet you're getting paid the almighty dollar to say whatever's on the teleprompter. Fucking douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you are someone who attacks the community to which I belong, and you support that, that tells me two things.
When was the community attacked? It was never attacked.
What community is she talking about?
Because she's a black woman.
Is she?
I don't think she's a full black woman.
So the biracial community, she's talking about the female community, the white community, which I think she's a part of, the black, which community?
Yeah, exactly.
Either one, you agree with his politics and you agree with his biases, or you can be adjacent to it, stomach it, and that means you are complicit in my view.
Yeah, there's a whole Congress. There's a whole.
You're talking about a young man that plays football, who's in the gym every single fucking day. Is he watching The View? No, he is not.
Sonny Hostin, I believe that person's name is. That was maybe the dumbest word salad I've ever heard.
That's all she does.
You're
And isn't her
complicit
husband
in it.
being
Complicit.
investigated?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pretty
No,
sure
wait, I did know that. I think we talked
Pretty
about
sure
that
he
a
is.
few months ago. But she's saying you're complicit in it.
What
In
exactly is it?
Can you define it? Can you define community? Can you define biases? No. These words mean nothing.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, the women they're sitting home eating bonbons, raising their 2-year-old kid, going, "Oh, the View they have a good view." I mean, it's
just
laughable. It's laughable. One of our guys, the good old Booner.
Hey, I like Boomer. He's one of my people. He played for Maryland.
This was a real error on the part of Abdul Carter, not on the part of Jaxson Dart. Jaxson Dart was asked to do something to introduce the president of the United States. How many people get an opportunity to do something like that, regardless of who the president is? You may have hated Barack Obama. You may have hated Joe Biden. And some guys didn't want to go to the White House because they didn't like those presidents, just like other guys didn't want to go to the White House because they didn't like President Trump. But to put this out like a child on social media is ridiculous. And then when I heard, we spoke man to man. Yeah, there was only one man on that call, and that was Jaxson Dart. You were a man who was late to meeting. You were a man who didn't live up to your draft choice. You're a man who wanted to wear number 56. And by the way, title number 56 has Donald Trump numerous times. So I don't want to hear this. So he made another just boneheaded error by going to social media.
Abdul Carter was giving Jaxson Dart a hard time. Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, basically like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Let me, I'll read a little something from Abdul Carter's biography. In April 2024, Carter was charged with a misdemeanor for assaulting a tow truck driver who was towing Carter's car for parking without a permit. He threw him to the ground, wouldn't let him get up, and punched him and gave him a fractured rib. There you go. There's Abdul Carter.
So is that somebody that we're going to listen to?
No.
Is the highest of the morality tier, and I'll be like, you know what? Abdul Carter's got the greatest take ever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a good player.
He's a fucking loser. All right, here's another one. This is
because he is the quarterback of the New York Giants. He's not just some guy. He is mainstream approval, and he has just put all his teammates in this situation. That is a distraction that he caused. Don't go at the person that's reacting to the distraction. You don't hear from Abdul Carter this weekend if Jaxson Dart doesn't do that.
And to be honest, it could have just been Abdul Carter saying, I think it was AI, that he would have made that decision on either side, right? Like, even if it was Kamala Harris, no matter who it is, unless it's Mom Donnie.
bitch, stay out of my fucking football. Thank you.
I understand it's hard to come up with
connection. There's no reason to align yourself politically at all.
Think about for a second, though, when I tell you that Mike
don't get me started with this guy.
Are pounding on Abdul Carter. Put that tweet up again. Abdul Carter didn't say anything. He just asked what the New York media needs to ask Jaxson Dart. What are we doing, man? Like, he didn't say anything. He just
is coming out against.
No, but he said he thought it was AI. He thought it was fake.
Did not think it was actually AI.
He is reacting to what kind of judgment is this?
But he is giving an opinion
what are we doing, man? Yeah, I'm sure there is a slant to his opinion, but I think even if he knew Jaxson Dart,
this guy's a fucking clucker. He knew that see his face. He's a clucker. He's like a fucking
yeah. He's like bird hands, but for men. He uses his head.
Could be the
That's
case,
bitch made right there.
They have talks in that locker room. I still think the decision to go out there, be paraded around, speak in front of an open mic, say it's your pleasure and honor to introduce the 45th and 47th president of the United States in this time. Read the room, not just your locker room. Read the country right now.
No, we're not reading the country because most people fucking voted for him. Thank you.
I was going to say, isn't he the president?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I get that it's hard for these sports shows to come up with content when there's no football going on. And maybe we should ban 24-hour sports coverage because they're just talking out of their ass at this point. There's no point that anybody would want to listen to this. Right?
I hate when people do that. Because when they cluck at it like that, it's the same thing of like if you ever see a guy doing a speech and he's doing one of these things. Because they're uncomfortable. So he's just doing the clucking like, I'm going to say something uncomfortable and I'm going to move my arms and legs like this. You know what I mean? It's like, get the fuck out of here, you little fucking twink.
He's probably one of my people, too. He looks Italian with the way his arms are flailing around when he talks. So
What are we doing?
Read your fan base. Read your customers.
Forget about it.
You live.
Jaxson Dart, what are you doing? I mean, like you are the popular quarter.
That is just this guy right here is just creating a narrative. What are we doing right now? What are we doing? Like it's retarded.
It is the Dan Le Batard show. So I'm not surprised at this. You can't spell Le Batard without tard. So this is Dan Le Batard's the most progressive left-wing person in the space, which is a shame because he used to have a pretty fun show on ESPN.
And his political views should not be expressed on a fucking sports show.
I agree.
Fucking hate people like that.
Back, you represent hope for the New York Giants. Why have a political stand of any kind?
Okay, so so it's almost June. So football starts in what, August, September?
Yeah, they're already in camp, the rookies anyway, so it's getting there.
Okay. So if the New York Giants start off 5-0, are you going to hear about this? No, because winning fucking cures everything.
Right. And are his
it's
teammates
just a narrative that they're playing with right now because this guy is a fucking bitch.
They're saying that he needs to read the room in the locker room. Well, you're right. If they're 5-0, locker room is going to be happy. They're going to love them some Jaxson Dart.
If there's a Democratic president,
don't care.
Is the room being read then? No, it's not.
It's football's about winning.
It's about winning. Yeah. Is the room going to be read, Julio? If there was a Democratic president in right now, would the room be read for a football player to go and hang out with the president of the United States? No, it's blatant fucking every single time. The double standard with these people.
I mean, whatever you think about Obama, and I really don't. He was whatever. He was a president. He's fine, I guess. But
I voted for Obama the first term until I figured out what the fuck he was.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is he was revered as almost like a savior type figure just because he was half black. I'm like, that's weird. A little strange. He's just a guy like the rest of us.
Like they idolized him and everything, and then he got in and did what did he do? Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he wasn't bad. He was just sorry.
Oh, you got national health care, but if you don't pay, then we're going to charge you $1,000 a month.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'll love me some Steve Harvey.
I do like Steve Harvey,
but I don't know if I agree with him on this, but we'll see his take on some stuff.
Okay, we'll see. I don't even know what he's going to talk about.
Don't determine what's cool in this world. People of color determine what's cool. We decide how you wear your hair. We tell you how to dress. We tell you what music is hot. We tell you, ain't no black kids got no white kids on their wall on the poster. White kids got black kids on the wall on the poster. The cool factor is determined by people of color. That's the cool factor in every culture, period. Now, I don't have to bag down off what I'm saying. I have proof.
I agree.
Bruh.
Do you agree that people of color determine what's cool and the trends in hairstyles and clothing and
no, not hairstyles, but
in some cases, I think there was. I mean, that's why wiggers became a thing because people are trying to.
Yeah, I do think black culture does define cool a little bit. I agree with that. I don't know what he means by people of color, though. Is he talking about Asians?
No, he's talking about black people more than like.
Why doesn't he just say that then? That's my problem with what he said. Just say black people are cooler than white people. That I'll get behind. That's kind of true. I
it
think,
is kind of true.
Generally speaking.
I don't agree with the one about the poster thing. You know how many freaking girls have Taylor Swift on their wall?
Yeah, well, he was saying black kids don't have posters of white artists on their wall, which is maybe true, I would think. And lots of white kids have posters of black artists on their walls, which is also probably. I don't disagree with anything he said.
Yeah.
Except for he didn't say black.
That's true.
I don't like the phrase people of color because it means nothing.
Yeah.
I'm red, Derek. How about that?
It's hibbity jibbity. So you're a person of color.
Bruh.
That's right.
Taylor Swift cold now. Taylor Swift, one of the biggest pop stars in the world today.
Mm-hmm.
But them black girls, they got Beyonce on the wall. It's some cold European basketball players.
Hey, hold up.
But they got
Derek, look at so there's a picture of Beyonce and Taylor Swift on the right there, right? Who's got darker skin out of the two of them?
Taylor Swift.
Okay. Just checking to make sure my eyesight wasn't wrong.
And he's incorrect. He's incorrect.
Okay. How so?
Taylor Swift is still fucking huge. If she comes out with an album tomorrow, it's going triple platinum. Beyonce did a LARPing of a country fucking album, and then she had a bunch of people pandering to her at a fucking award show, calling it country when it was not.
No. So at his point, though, black people don't listen to Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift dominated country, then she went over the pop and dominated that, and then she's arguably, and we talked about this list, and you can check it on our channel, and we've EFAP'd different videos about it. 30 living songwriters right now, American songwriters. Taylor Swift is on that list. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I also recognize she got talent. She does.
I'm a Taylor Swift respecter. I respect her.
I like a couple of her country songs when she was younger.
Yeah,
that's
right.
about it.
Yep.
Does Beyonce write all her songs?
I'm not 100% sure, but I would bet. Well, I don't have much, but yeah, I would bet no.
Let's look it up. Give me 1 second.
All right. But anyway, while you're looking it up, I don't disagree with Steve Harvey saying. I don't disagree with Steve Harvey is attempting to say. Black people have always defined what's cool, for the most part, in general culture.
Writers and co-writers. She receives writing song credits on a vast variety of her tracks. Okay, so that could be just like, okay, she was in the room that day and she got a fucking credit. Come on.
Yeah. Here's how that works, Derek, real quick. Everybody wants to write a song on Beyonce's album, right?
Yeah.
Because they know they'll make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the deal is we'll write your song and we will pull your strings and tell you what to sing. But in return, you've got to give Beyonce a writing credit. That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
You make money, she makes money, everybody's happy. Do I think Beyonce actually sat down with a guitar or at a piano and wrote songs? I doubt it. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure, but my gut tells me no.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
Kobe on the wall. They got Jordan on the wall. They got Magic on the wall.
Not because they're black, because they're great players. They're historic players.
Well, partially. Well, yeah, but the reason he was saying that black kids don't have white people posters on their walls, and most of the reason for that is because they're black. Because if
their
they
parents
cared about
bred them to fucking be racist toward white people, so
well, but yeah, I think so.
Okay, not racist. Racist is a hard term.
No, but I think you're right.
Against white people.
Yeah, why do you have a picture of Larry Bird up on the wall? I know he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but he's not one of us.
What is grandma going to say? What is mom going to say? That cracker was not, he was mean to Magic Johnson. That's what they'll say.
Probably. It's disappointing.
I'm sorry. Your hair's that.
My parents never manipulated me into liking anything. The black culture, they will manipulate you to like stuff or to have an opinion about something. And then if you don't, they give you a hard time. My parents never manipulated us to do anything.
I was not manipulated by my mom to like anything in particular, but I was influenced by her tastes. She's the reason I'm a Beatles fan. She's the reason I listen to a lot of music, the kind of music I listen to. Not because she told me I should like it, but because it was around me.
A million other freaking songs. So it's not like you're just partial to the Beatles.
Yeah, yeah. But you're right, Derek. My parents never told me what I could and couldn't like.
Yeah.
But I was influenced by what I heard.
Because I couldn't watch R-rated movies until I was like 10 years old or some shit.
Yeah.
So unless it was cursing or nudity, then that's where the line was drawn. But they never manipulated me into anything. Black culture, they manipulate you and then give you a hard time if you don't follow the line, basically. Why do you think that they all, not all, but most of them vote Democrat, regardless if the Democrats are good or not?
It is
because they were manipulated into thinking that the Democrats are better.
I would point to what you just said being true, at least sometimes. I would point to what we watched earlier with the Charlemagne and Kevin Hart interview, when Kevin Hart said something that didn't toe the company line, so to speak. That woman's like, well, what?
Yeah, clutching my pearls and what?
Yeah,
Black community, yeah, because they were manipulated into thinking a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You're black. This is how you think.
Right.
My parents never did that.
No, of course.
And I don't want to hear it because you're white. No, my parents never manipulated in me to thinking anything. Work hard. If the cops call the house, I'm not bailing you out. Do good in school. Try to figure out what you want to do in life that makes money. Like, those are the things that my parents instilled us early. You know, families first. Like, we all stick together. If we got problems, we all figure it out together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would be happier if folks not Steve Harvey really, but people who listen, if you voted for Obama, let's say, just because he was half black and he looked more like you than the other candidate, just say it.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, I voted for him because he's kind of black and I'm black. Just be straight up about it. Don't pretend I like his policies, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I would respect that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But this kind of dancing around the issue is tiring.
It is tiring.
That way, because of your color. Yeah.
And I think Steve Harvey is a pretty straightforward guy. I don't think he's a very manipulative guy. I think he says his opinion, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
He comes across as very genuine, but he's also, we have to keep in mind, coming from a perspective of somebody who has millions of dollars and really doesn't know what it's like to be us.
I mean, that's true.
We said bald was cool.
It's a nice shirt.
Black dude said bald heads was cool. And guess what got cool? Bald head. We said that.
Talk to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We can't do comb overs. Our hair fall out. We can't brush this over here.
Yeah, how they do? Wait, no. That is not correct. You cannot do a comb over with an afro. No, you can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his hair comment I don't agree with. I do not want to be bald, and I'm actually happy to have been born a white guy who has at least some hair.
Who made bald cool? Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas made fucking bald cool.
Plus, let's see.
Lex Luthor from Superman made it cool.
So he's saying black artists. So we're going to assume
yeah, that's incorrect.
Beyonce is black, right? So in the hair thing. Taylor Swift, is that her real hair in that picture, you think?
I think it's a real hair, but she wears extensions.
Yeah. Is that Beyonce's real hair in the picture?
Probably not.
Who's trying to look like who in this picture? It's going against what Steve Harvey's saying, correct?
I mean, Beyonce is supporting the communist China and with the Uyghur Muslims.
Whatever. She doesn't know any better. Whatever. It's fine.
Just saying.
She's a hot girl. I don't care what she thinks about stuff. So.
I liked some of Beyonce stuff when she was with Destiny's Child.
Sure.
But I could give a shit about her solo stuff. I could give a shit.
I agree with you. It's there and whatever. Yeah.
No, we zip this bad boy off. We made this cool. Michael Jordan. We made being bald cool. We said put earring in your ear. All the dances, everything. So if you want to change the culture in the world, you change them kids right there mindset, and you change the world.
Okay.
Everybody else gonna follow, man. Boy, I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that. Poof. God.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think you're, no, not at all.
Yeah,
I didn't hate
disagree
his
on some of it,
take.
but I don't think it was a troubling thing.
I get where he's going. So, I mean, what he's saying is Beyonce needs to have an afro and not white girl hair, right? Is that what he's saying? Because it's not cool to have white people
I
hair.
don't know if specifically he was saying that.
Oh, that's what I got out of it. That, black people define what's cool as hairstyles. And then I'm looking at Beyonce with a blonde wig. But okay, that's fair. But no, he's right.
I mean, if
Black
you're going to
people.
read the room and that's what you think, I mean, get
No.
it, but I didn't read it that way.
That's a bit. Now, in the end, yes, black people are cooler than white people. I'll stand on that.
On the cool factor, I would agree. And the cool factor, yes.
I think Italians are a close second.
But the I mean, I agree, but it's one of those things where it's like because they're propping up people that are in sports and in music.
Mm-hmm.
If we had baseball cards about scientists, the black folks ain't in there.
That's true. But then again, when you were a kid,
And it's not a
Derek,
knock on it's not a knock on black people. It's a knock on black people are very good at music and they are very good at sports. There's no questioning that.
those are good things. I don't understand why that's a terrible thing to say. I wish somebody would tell me you're really good at music and you're really good at sports. I'd be like, great. And they told, and you're cool. Like, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. It's like I appreciate the love. I'm just trying to pull something up here.
On these shows, Derek, I don't want to. I want to state my position on a lot of the things that we cover. I generally don't like to talk about race stuff and politics because it's all kind of. It just makes me angry, to be honest with you. But what I'm trying to do here, Derek, is I'm trying to read between the lines of what these people are saying and get to the point. Do you know what I mean? Like we watched Sunny Hostin, she's saying word salad. I'm like, okay, stop. What did she mean here? What did she mean here? And that's why I kind of pick up this stuff apart. It's not because I don't agree with it. It's because I just want to see what they're getting at. Because when people get in front of a camera, whether you are whatever color you are, you start to think about what's coming out of your mouth. And I'm trying to see what's coming out of their hearts, so to speak, or their gut. That's what I'm interested in.
I don't want to talk about the race stuff either.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think about that stuff on a regular daily basis. I don't think about that stuff.
Yeah.
But every time you turn the corner, somebody's talking about it.
You can't avoid
and
it.
it's just like, I don't want to talk about it, but that's where the conversations are going. And it's just like, I understand that I was raised a certain way and not everybody was raised the way that I was raised. I understand that. But I can see other people's perspective if they actually state reasons why their perspective is like that. Not just because they were indoctrinated or mom said so because dad wasn't around. Like that is not acceptable in my eyes. And it's like, I'm not listening to your opinion because number one, you didn't have a good start, and then you didn't recognize that you didn't have a good start, and then you didn't do anything to rectify the fact that you didn't have a good start.
That's
you
a
made
good point.
Excuses because it's a race thing.
You
and
can
it's just
only
like that just doesn't come in my brain. My brain can't compute that.
And that goes for people who get in financial trouble, criminal trouble, divorces, that there's a point where you cannot blame the past for where you are now.
Correct.
And so I agree
And then
with
when
that 100%.
people start bringing up slavery, when there's not one person alive today that was part of slavery, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just using it as a some sort of gotcha or how I'm oppressed. And it's just like, get out of here with that.
Yeah. Plus, my ancestors came from countries that didn't have slavery. Well, except for the Italians who enslaved a lot of white people back in the day. But so I'm when people complain about that, I feel like I'm not part of that discussion.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got let me know if you like this intro for our new segment, which is record of the week.
Okay.
And this week we're doing Carole King's Tapestry. So let's go.
That's awesome. I love it. Perfect.
Hopefully YouTube's likes it. Otherwise, I might have to change it a little bit, but
You'll be good. It was like 3 seconds. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, so Carole King's Tapestry.
Mhm.
Now, it's probably going to get harder and hardest for us to pick albums because we have to pick albums that are commercially viable that people have heard of. If I choose Ugly Kid Joe's record from 1985, nobody's going to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I didn't know we were limited, but okay.
I'm just saying is we have to pick something that's got some commercial. It's got some backbone to it. It's got the resume that goes along to it.
I will say you just picked an album from 1972 by Carole King. I don't know, but okay. Well, I listened to it. I'm sure you listened to the whole thing, so I'm excited to hear what you think about it.
Which is in the 30 best writing songwriters of all time American list. Carole King's on that list. Okay, let me give you the facts. Just the facts, ma'am. Okay. The album Tapestry came out in 1971. Released February 10th, 1971. Producer was Lou Adler.
Mm-hmm.
Recorded January 1971 at A&M Studios in Hollywood. The record length is 44 minutes and 31 seconds. Genre is soft rock, pop, and singer-songwriter.
Yep.
Certified 13 times platinum in the U.S. alone. Over 25 million copies sold worldwide. It topped the Billboard 200 for 15 weeks and stayed on the charts for years.
Mm-hmm. I'll add a little bit to that, Derek, if you don't mind. It was in the Billboard Top 200, maybe? I think it is 200 for 333 weeks.
That's massive.
It's insane. And that's second only to Dark Side of the Moon, which was in the charts for 700. I mean, it doubled Carole King, but still.
That's insane.
No, Dark Side of the Moon, it's like 750 weeks or something for Dark Side of the Moon in the Billboard top charts. But 333 weeks, that's incredible.
Yeah. So the first song on the album, I Feel the Earth Move. I feel the earth move under my feet. I mean, and if you listen to that song, you didn't know who Carole King is. It sounds like a black girl singing the song.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. It's a, I know last week I just did check marks or X's for the song.
Okay.
And my note on this was it's classic. I'm not a song I really want to listen to, but I got to give it a thumbs up. I mean, it's a classic song. It's great.
Second one is so far away. Doesn't anybody stay in this place anymore? Another banger.
I totally agree. My note says great song, goes on a bit though, was my note. I think it went on maybe 30 seconds too long.
I don't even know how long the song is. It doesn't say. It's probably 3 minutes because usually back then there was no 10-minute songs.
Nah, it was like 3.5 minutes. I just remember while I was listening to it, and while I listened to this, I didn't do anything else. I was just focused on this. I remember towards the end of the song going, okay, I kind of get it. Like it's really beautiful, but it just kept kind of going. But no, I give that a check mark. That's a good song.
And Rod Stewart did the cover for that, didn't he? I think Rod Stewart's was also a hit.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Rod Stewart did that cover of that song.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right, cool.
Let's see, Rod Stewart. So Far Away, 1996. Rod Stewart did it. He did a great cover of that. It's similar to the original. He didn't go too crazy with it, but yeah.
Yeah, the song was 4 minutes long, and I just think for my tastes, it could have been maybe 20 or 30 seconds shorter. But it's a good song.
Third song is It's Too Late. It says huge hit, spent weeks on number one. It's too late. Moving inside.
Thoughts on that one, Derek? Sounds like you like
that's
it.
a great song too.
This is to me by far the best song on the record. It's so good. It reminds me, for anybody listening who's familiar with Todd Rundgren, his songs like Hello, It's Me, it reminded me of that vibe. And it's because, there's a little musical note, because I learned how to play this song while I was listening to it. She uses something called seventh chords.
Okay.
Everywhere in the song. And what the feeling that gives you, and I wish my mic was right because I would play you, but when you play a regular F, it sounds like an F chord. If you play an F7 or F major 7, it feels like it's unfinished almost. Like you're waiting for something else to come after it.
Okay.
But this song is all seventh chords. So it never really resolves. It keeps your kind of soul into it. Like you just want to get to something and it just never really comes, which musically ties into the lyrics, I think. It's great. It's such a great song. It's so good.
And these are all just light rock hits that you probably go to an office, to the dentist's office, and you hear.
Yeah.
But what the crazy thing is this was a album that was written in Runyon Canyon, and we've watched multiple videos about the Runyon Canyon scene in Los Angeles, and all the hits and the Eagles and everything that was hanging out there. The house that's on the cover of this is the house that she wrote all these songs. Could you imagine being at a house and writing hit after hit after hit after hit?
There's on this album, Derek, I know we chatted about this very briefly last week. I'm like, I can't believe all these songs that are classic songs are on this one album. Like she outkicked her coverage on this one. And when
it's insane.
And she's really sort of the almost female answer to Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan was guitar. She's kind of the piano answer to that. Her voice is a little unique.
So? I liked listening to the song, listening to the album, it was very honest. Like it never came across where it seems like she just kind of phoned it in. Everything was very honest and very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, but the songs are so iconic. It's like, man,
that was a perfect word. That's good. You're right. The words, the singing, the playing just sounded very honest. And that's why I like Bob Dylan. If I like him or don't, doesn't matter. He just sang about what he wanted to sing about. He had something in his heart. He wanted to write about it, grabbed a guitar and did it. Like, she also reminds me of James Taylor. Very
that
much.
Being said, that she wrote a song that James Taylor made a hit,
which we will get to later, and he's actually on this album.
The song itself and the name is kind of like escaping me. So the next song is "Home Again."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know how that goes.
I can't sing the melody, but my notes here, it's a very beautiful piano song, and the vocals are really good. So this is another one. So far for me, 4 in a row.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can.
Derek, I need to get next time we do this, I will get my mic to work so I can play guitar, so I can at least play like the chorus.
Yeah.
But it might be helpful for people to.
All right, I'm going to share it. I'm going to just play a little bit of it so that people kind of have the vibe of it.
Okay.
It's very I want to say fluffy, but it's very honest and very like, I don't know, whimsical kind of.
The next song I would say is whimsical, but yeah, this one a little bit. It actually
is beautiful.
This song I thought it was an attempt to be a little more complicated that didn't really work. It was a little quirky, and it's kind of the cadence of things. And then it ended with this really weird, what I'm assuming is a pastiche of Beatles. It was super Beatle-y at the end, but it just didn't. I don't know. For me, it didn't work.
Her attempt to kind of tap into the Beatles.
It was like a good try, but it just it didn't land for me. And whenever you're trying to be the Beatles, that's always
there's only one Beatles, and anytime that include Corey Feldman, who tries to attempt to do the Beatles, it don't work out.
Well, no, not quite. So to me, this track here was the first track that I listened to and went, I didn't really like that. And I think this is where to me, the album starts kind of to fall apart a little bit, with a couple exceptions.
Okay, Way Over Yonder.
Yeah, I wasn't
impressed too much. That one's okay.
Here's what I got out of that
There
one.
wasn't any songs that I hated, but there were songs that I loved, and there were songs that was like, kind of mid.
Songs on this album like Home Again, It's Far Away, It's Too Late, that comes from her. I can feel her in those songs. I think Way Over Yonder is her trying to be something else, like a gospel song is what it reminded me of. And it didn't seem as authentic to me. It seemed like Carole King trying to write a song in a genre that she liked, as opposed to just writing what was inside of her, which is what I like about her. So I didn't like Way Over Yonder.
Next song, number 7, You Got a Friend.
I mean,
written by Carole King, also a hit by James Taylor. So it was a double hit. I mean,
first off, I learned that she wrote that. I always assumed James Taylor wrote that. But then I listened to this and looked it up. I'm like, well, how about that? Good for her. So
yeah,
it makes sense that she would write a song like this, because even her other songs, like Too Late and It's Far Away, sound like James Taylor songs to me. So that kind of synergy makes sense to me, that they would write songs that the other could sing. Is it my favorite song in the world? Not really, but I'm not going to. I mean, it's a classic. No,
it is a classic. The first 3 songs of the album are my favorite, like by far.
See,
but
I thought
You Got a Friend,
the same
I
thing.
absolutely love.
Same thing. Yep, that's a good one.
Where You Lead is number 8.
That one reminded me of Way Over Yonder, in that she was trying to write something else. In Way Over Yonder's case, she was trying to write a gospel song. In this one, she was trying to write an R&B song, and I'm just going to be flat out. These people are too white to pull that off. This is one of the whitest albums you will ever hear in your entire life. And I
disagree. I feel the Earth Move. She sounds like a black lady singing that song.
Well, but okay, I'll give you that. You're right. Yeah, okay, I'll say this particular song I don't think came off very authentically.
Number 9, Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Goffin King classic.
That's a great song, and I can't complain about it. I know Linda Ronstadt did the version of it that I remember.
Yeah.
As a kid. So this was another track on this album that I listened to. I'm like, oh, hell, that's on Carole King's album? I didn't know that. Like, I feel, before I listened to Tapestry, I feel like I didn't give her enough credit for all the songs that she was a part of or made popular or wrote. And now, so I've been educated.
Well, it's one of those things where I don't think that she got the I don't think she got the credit that she deserved.
It's funny. I don't know.
Wrote a lot of songs that were just bangers, and it was just like Rod Stewart got the credit for it, or this person got the credit for it.
Linda Ronstadt.
So when I listened to the album, I'm like, I know that song. And then when I looked it up, she's the one that actually wrote it. And I'm like, holy crap. How did I miss that?
Yeah, I felt the same way. And I think you're right. The general public doesn't give her the credit. Now, the industry did. She won a Grammy for Album of the Year, Song of the Year, 300 weeks on Billboard. So it's not like it wasn't successful. But like you mentioned, when I think You've Got a Friend, I think James Taylor. When I think Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow, I think Linda Ronstadt. Yeah.
Such a great song.
And that's the last of my check marks.
Smackwater Jack is number 10.
Right.
That was one I listened to it and I'm like, okay.
I put this in the category of them trying to do something else, much like the 2 other songs. They had their attempt at gospel, then they had their attempt at R&B with the one song. This is their attempt at boogie woogie, and it sounded like it belonged on a Jim Croce album to me, with like Big Bad Leroy Brown.
Yeah, it's almost like she had tracks that like she was in the pocket with, and then there was a couple tracks where it was sort of like she was kind of trying to figure out where her spot was, and it was just it either worked or it didn't work.
And it was hard to listen to because the ones that I felt her heart in, I'm like, yeah, do that. Do like 10 or 11 tracks of that. Don't try to be something else. Like she seems like an effortless writer. If she's having to try, it sounds like she's going in the wrong direction. Because when she doesn't try, you get It's Too Late, which is, I mean, just an amazing track.
Correct. Tapestry, the title track, I thought it was okay. I didn't absolutely love it. It was okay.
That's what That's what I put. I figured this is the title track. It's going to be great because it's the title track. And I listened to it. I'm like,
yeah, there's
almost
5 other songs that were bangers.
yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
Last song, You Make Me Feel Like a Woman, originally done by Aretha Franklin. I got to be honest with you, I didn't like her version.
Nah.
It was a hit.
I gave it an X.
It was a hit on her version was a hit, but Aretha Franklin, yeah.
It's what I always say about Beatles covers, and I would say this about this cover. If I want to listen to that song, which generally I don't, but if I want to listen to this song, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, I'm listening to Aretha's version.
I am.
I'm not listening to Carole King.
And I'm not a huge Aretha person because I know post musical industry stuff with Aretha was not good. Was not good at all.
Okay.
But so I'm not a huge Aretha Franklin fan, but yeah, Natural Woman, it's got to be done by
a little closing note on that particular song. It reminded me, I'm not comparing myself to Carole King. I'm nowhere near as good as she is, but it does. I always say it doesn't matter what tier you are as a band. All musicians have some similarities. And this is an instance that reminded me of my band. One of my bandmates wanted us to work on a cover and release that. And I was like, why? We write our own stuff. Why would you do a cover? We write pretty good stuff ourselves. It seems like a waste of time. And that's what I would say about this, is that she's so good as a songwriter. Why would you waste a track on your album on somebody else's song?
The cover is to get the kids excited about it.
Okay.
And, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get
band
it.
doing a cover doesn't make any sense because you're not trying to push something commercial. It makes sense for somebody who's in the commercial zeitgeist that does a cover because they want the kids to be excited about it.
Okay, I can see.
You know what I
Here's
mean?
the scenario in my head of how this happened. Is Carole King was sitting in the studio playing this song on her piano during the downtime, like when they weren't working on the other stuff, and the producer or the record company guy came in and said, "Hey, you sound really good on that. Let's put that on the album." There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I'm saying this because I like some of the stuff on this album so much that I wish there was more of that type stuff and less like
filler
cover.
basically.
Yeah,
it seemed to me that there was she hit the pocket on about 5 or 6 of the songs, and then there was some filler stuff.
It's exactly how I felt. Yep, I felt it. The first 4 songs were all amazing, and then it started getting a little iffy, and then it just kind of tapered.
And then she did. You Got a Friend, and she brought it back up, and then it came back down.
Yeah. Yep.
Just to kind of wrap it up, it says Carole King played piano, keyboards, and sang lead vocals on all tracks. She even hand stitched the tapestry on the iconic album cover herself.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cute then. I like that.
Yeah. And that was her cat.
Well, I mean,
they didn't bring a stunt cat in. That was actually her cat.
She's kind of basic white girl. Like, let's crochet and have cats. That's kind of fair. That fits in with her. And she's still out there singing too. She was, she is
still out there singing.
I saw a recent performance by her and she sounds good. Sounds fine.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So, out of 10, what do you give it?
6.5. That's where I landed.
Why 6.5?
Because I think the second half of the album was not that good. And if I don't like half the songs on an album, I don't think I can rank it much higher, no matter how good the other stuff is. I mean, I really only gave it that high of a score.
There's not very many albums that have banger after banger after banger after banger after banger.
Oh, I beg to differ on that. But
I mean, we just did an iconic album that didn't have banger after banger. That one had like 6 or 7.
I gave, I do check or X. It's like a pass or fail with me for songs, and I had 6 out of the 12 songs got checks. So I said, all right, that's like half, but It's Too Late is so great that I wanted to give it more points for that one particular song. So yeah, maybe I'll get 7. How about that? I'll go 7.
Okay, I am gonna go 8 out of 10.
Okay.
The hit songs and the iconic songs, just blow me away.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely freaking amazing, great songs written by a songwriter sitting in her window with her cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the misses, some of the attempts that she did bring it down a little bit, but then with You Got a Friend, which has been covered multiple times, and then James Taylor made it a hit again. So yeah, I'm 8 out of 10, and I appreciate the Natural Woman cover at the end, but it was a dud for me because you can't redo Aretha Franklin's version, who in my opinion is the GOAT for that song.
Yeah. So even though we were a point or so apart, it sounds like you and I they pretty much agree on this album. We all pretty much like the same songs.
Do I love the song, and will I listen to the hit songs again? Yes.
Yeah, if I had this on an LP, I would listen to the first side and just have it repeat nonstop, and I would never flip it over to the second side.
Yeah, it's crazy that the first side of this album would just be a banger fest.
Yep. Yeah, but hell, hey, what do I know? 333 weeks on the Billboard charts. Clearly, this woman knows what the hell she's doing.
It's crazy because the first side is amazing, and then the second side is You Got a Friend, and then a bunch of mid.
I agree, but you know,
so You Got a Friend would be considered a B song, which is a banger and hit with her, and then a banger and hit with James Taylor.
This album, I would also say, is very much of a time. It brought me back a little bit to AM radio, being in my mom's car, listening to the AM radio. This is super AM radio stuff. It's soft rock, yacht rock, white people rock, you know, wine festival rock, whatever you want to call it. But it's you know, it's clearly
yacht rock. I don't consider this yacht
probably
rock.
not yacht rock. You're right. It's not yacht rock, but she's definitely carved her space in music history, rock
And
history from
songwriting
that
history as well.
time.
Yeah.
Top 30 songwriters of all time.
I mean,
I don't know. I'll flip a
if
coin on that one.
I feel the Earth Move came out today in
Yeah.
2026. I think it'd be a hit. It's
See,
nice
to
and
me, it's-
simple. It's very
You're probably right. I can hear like Beyonce doing some shit like that, right?
yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. And for me, It's Too Late is like maybe top 10 song for me of all time.
Yeah.
So
It's
great.
such a good song.
The lyrics are amazing. Everybody can relate to it. The
Every
chord
time I hear
choices are
that
great.
song, it puts a smile on my face because it's just a happy, great song.
It's like comfort food for your ears.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Carole King. Not quite as good as last week's album, which was Fleetwood Mac Rumors, which we both.
There's not very many that's better than that.
Stupid good. Yeah, no, I mean that was was ridiculously good. But this was fun. It was fun to listen to, and I'd never listened to it all the way through. So I'm glad that you chose it, and it made me listen to it.
So yours is next week. Any ideas what you want to do?
Ooh.
Or you want to put some thought into it?
Let me put some thought into it. I'm going to try to move it a little forward in time and see if I can find. I don't know, man. I'm kind of that Linkin Park album. It's kind of good. I don't know. Let me think about it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to move it, scoot it forward, maybe to the 80s and 90s. That's my goal for next week.
I don't know. We started off with some iconic albums, so it's gonna be tough.
There's stuff. We'll work together and figure something out. If you come up with one, but you can choose. Just let me know what you want to do.
Okay, so no, next week is all you. The following week, I know what we're gonna do.
Okay, I put some thought into next week's albums today,
and it's gonna bring it to the 80s. You ready?
Okay.
Licensed to Ill by the Beastie Boys.
You're talking my language, Derek. I'm totally down with
Not
that.
next week. Next week's you. The
right,
following
well,
week is Licensed to Ill by the Beastie Boys.
I would not have been surprised had I thought of that too at some point. So I'm glad you told me. So I will stay away from. I love me some Beastie Boys, Derek.
Oh yeah,
like straight up.
Okay.
But
yeah.
All right, I'll find an iconic album. I'll look and see what's one. Oh, I think we're gonna do some Stevie Wonder next week. What do you think of that?
I love it.
All right,
I love it.
There's like
Love me some
5
Stevie Wonder.
amazing albums to choose from, and I will pick one of the
and with
ones.
Stevie it's different because he changed over time. So his 80s stuff is banger stuff, but then his early stuff is banger stuff, which is completely different.
I'm going to stay in the 70s with him because they're out like Superstition. I mean, that's where I want that hit that spot. So yes, I will pick a Stevie Wonder album for next week.
Excellent. So Stevie Wonder and then License to Ill by the Beastie Boys after that.
Fantastic. Black culture being celebrated here on Frames and Rhythm.
It is being celebrated. See, we're doing it in a good way. We're not just lying to people saying it's the greatest album of all time.
All right.
It's a piece of shit.
I'm so inspired. I'm going to shave my head bald so I can be cool, Derek.
So you can be like Steve Harvey and set the trend.
Well,
all right. So Derek. Yeah, you like the album of the week intro?
The album of the week intro is great. I love the segment because you know me, I could talk about music for days. So this is
I you know what? I like to listen to the live music, but I'm really enjoying talking about an album. I really am.
Me too. It's just you know what I'm going to say, Derek, and you feel the same way. It's a fucking drag that we can't play longer clips of these songs so we can let people hear what we're describing.
If people are into wanting to do like not the subscriptions, what are those called? The memberships. I would love to do these memberships, but do like a full thing where we're actually listening to the album.
That's not a bad idea.
But people got to be into stuff like that before I start doing it, because I don't want to just do something and then people just don't like it. You know what I mean?
Well, then I'll do it. And then people won't like it. And you don't have to worry about not being liked because I don't give a fuck. You
understand what I'm saying? We could do like a full thing.
We'll figure it out. But we both like this segment a lot, and I do want to keep doing it. It's fun.
So, yeah. So here's the bumper game. So, yeah, that's it. I don't got nothing else.
All right.
Nothing else.
Good to go. I'm going to go back to playing my guitar and taking the entire week off of work, which is great. I wanted to go fishing, and it's raining every day, Derek. It's really harsh on my mellow.
Here too.
It's
Like I'll
supposed
get
to
off
rain
at
tomorrow.
5, I'll get some food, and it starts raining.
So dumb. Ruining my vacation.
Well, in Florida, I'll get these showers, and then it stops. But the last couple of days, it's not stopped.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'll send you for next week, Derek. Just to let you know, I did pull a Baldwin clip for today. We can do it next week if you like. But there's another Baldwin that's just as batty as the others, and it's Alex's wife, Hilaria Baldwin.
Yeah, she's on Dancing with the Stars and everything. Yeah,
I have a good clip for next week for you.
Yeah, so we can definitely add her to the Baldwin mix.
All right,
and I gotta do some fresh Corey stuff. So,
yep. All right. Good time as always, Derek. Appreciate you having me on, and I will see you. Well, I might see you somewhere else beforehand, but if not, I'll see you next
probably.
Tuesday. All right, awesome.
But we're definitely doing next Tuesday, 7 p.m.
I am locked in unless I give you a week advance.
Unless it changes
notice.
because of the baseball game.
That's
I
true.
can do Monday baseball game, Monday or Wednesday, and then we can do Tuesday. But let me know.
See, Monday and Wednesday next week, or those are D&D. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so we'll figure it out for Tuesday, 7 p.m., and then I'll go to my baseball game either Monday or Wednesday or both.
Perfect. All right, man.
Okay, later, man.
Take it easy. I'll see you.